What's the crack, lads? Welcome into the stream. It's Monday. It's madness. We're back on our road to glory. Let me just turn on this. Let me just fix this webcam, lads. As you can see there, I have got a new light that I got in the Prime video sale. So thank you to everybody that has signed up for memberships. El Presidente, special mention to him. Vazi, and anybody that has signed up or gifted memberships. We're just trying to fix this, lads. I do need to fix my webcam and set up. I got a new streaming card as well. But yeah, I mean, the hair is all over the place, lads. I've had an absolute desperate morning. So let me just catch up with the chat before I explain my morning. The Skin, Gator, Chiba, Romeo, Football Lad, welcome in, boys. Football Lad, couldn't have done it without the eFootball Universe community. Div 1, GG's, man. GG's. Enjoy it, man. It is an accomplishment, especially with the way the gameplay is at the moment, especially if you're going for Div 1. John, welcome in as well, bro. Let me see who else is there. Tywin Lannister, what's the crack, man? Ron, Terrahawk, who else is here? Blaze, welcome in. Romeo, David Hart, welcome in. Oxy, Lorenzo, John Harmonson, welcome in, brother. Murdoch, Malt, Torino, Son Goku, everybody else is here. Everybody else is ready to rock and roll, lads. If I missed anybody, let me know and I'll give you a little shout out. But we're ready to go, lads. We are in our road to glory. There's a couple of things I want to test out. We do have a couple of coins to spin as well, our free ones. But all in all, we are pretty much going to be trying our same squad, our same formation. I already did a video on the players this week. So if anyone has missed those, we do have the players up here if you want to take a look at them. Declan Rice is probably one of the picks of them. But as I said in my video that I did, lads, I think this is kind of where Konami are dialing it in now, right? Because the players that they're releasing now are genuinely aimed at newcomers. They're aimed at people that either didn't sign or didn't get lucky enough to get the players when you could only spin 3 to 4 times in the player of the week, such as this Declan Rice card, which was an Anchorman, or else it's for, the England pack. If you didn't get that, if you didn't get the free 5-star nominating contract, or you didn't get this new one now, you've had 3 chances to get a very similar card, right? Now, one key thing that I noticed in the way that they're trading up the players now is the fact that they've given more physical contact to Declan Rice, which means that he can go into, the pretty decent area of 88 there. With the boost, you're going to get 88 to that, and you're also going to have 80 header. So I genuinely would like to try out this Declan Rice, especially for my free-to-play account that we have here, because let me see how many coins I have. I'm not 100% sure. We've 400 coins, right? I'm tempted to kind of spin for 1 or 2 of the English League stars, because I think Declan Rice would be a huge upgrade as a centre-back, right? I definitely recommend Declan Rice as a centre-back build, because you don't have to touch his passing, shooting, dribbling, or dexterity for the time being, right? And you can literally just throw in all of them into defending to get that up to the 90, 14 into defending. That's going to have every single thing that you could possibly want. You will need to add player skills. You'll need to add blocker if you're playing him as a centre-back. And I would also add acrobatic clearance or and heading, right? So they're the 3 player skills that I would definitely add to turn him into an absolute monstrous centre-back. You're going to have 80 jump, 88 physical contact, 85 stamina, 70 speed. If you want to, you can get the acceleration up to 70 as well. That will bring up his balance slightly as well and get you the boost to the 70 mark. This is going to be an extremely dominant, kind of halfway house centre-back. He's not the tallest player, but he's not small like Koundé or Cadavaro or Cordoba. You'll have the physical contact and you'll have the defensive stats, right? So let me know if you guys are going to be spinning for them. El Anaconda is in the chat. Welcome in, boys. Prezi, welcome in. Michael Teller, welcome in as well. Asphalt MHD, welcome in, bro. Lorenzo, welcome in, as I said. Madison to me, Tara, I think is kind of an interesting one. I didn't really talk about Gundo or Madison too much because I will be doing training guides on them. I've got a lot of people asking me about them. David, what's up, man? I do feel like that this is a good card as well, depending on where you're playing him, right? Because with the cards that they're releasing now, you'll notice that there's kind of a difference, and I've said this for a while. There's kind of a difference in the cards that they're kind of releasing now. And if you notice it, one of the biggest stats that they've started to pump up is balance and high possession, right? Even on players that you wouldn't necessarily associate with that balance and dribbling kind of stat, right? So even if you look at Madison here, right? and we take a look at Maddison as a right midfielder, he can play central midfielder and attacking midfielder as well. So when you do train him that way, he is kind of different. He's just 185. I thought he was going 190. No, he's around 185. Onana signing, thoughts on Onana? Yeah, he's a good option, man. I think De Gea has probably run its course, even though he's been a good player for us. I do think he's kind of always due at a kind of an accident, I was going to say, but mistakes. Lucas, I'm dehydrated. Dubai is scorching. Well, you know what happens when Collar gets dehydrated? Nothing good happens. But yeah, I mean, if you're training Maddison up, Tara, I would genuinely say attacking midfielder is the way to go with him. But the finishing, nobody really shoots anymore, man. I've had this debate with people where they're like, finishing versus kicking power versus balance versus player skills. It is a very kind of, what's the word I'm trying to look for? It's a very kind of like undefinitive. Like, it's very hard to define exactly what controls it, right? I had a chat with Lucas yesterday on the Discord. We were kind of going back and forward with Adriano. I'm actually going to switch over. If we do play on our main account today, we're going to switch over and retrain Adriano and test him out, depending on how I go with the Road to Glory, right? Because I do need to, play a bit of Road to Glory. But me and Lucas were kind of saying that with the way the finishing is at the moment, there is a trade-off between having balance on a player, having high offensive awareness to get up the pitch and get into really good positions and brilliant runs. And then also, if you are shooting from outside the box, you don't need more than 80 finishing. Inside the box, I still think 85 is the key if you're not a really good player. And depending on if you know how to play with somebody, like I have Collar at 83 finishing and I can finish with him. Not saying I'm a really good player, but I just know Collar's animations because I've played with him so long. But for a player like this, if you're playing him as an attacking midfielder, he does kind of want to have that 75. Going to 80 is going to take up way too many points. So I think 75 is more than enough. I think the passing going to 88 is more than enough. I also think the dribbling and the tight possession and that, going around that mark, maybe go to the 88 with the ball control because you want the ball to stick to his foot. Dexterity, you're probably going to go to 80 on that. And then the rest, you're probably going to go to 75, 74 on that. As an attacking midfielder, as a creative playmaker with one-touch pass, dipping shots, weighted pass, true pass, and then pinpoint crossing, pretty decent. I mean, if I'm playing him as a right midfielder, I'm definitely not going to have the shooting, and I'm going to just pump the passing up a little bit to 90. And then I'm also going to probably put up, because I want him a bit of an engine man, I'm probably going to pump up the speed just a couple as well to give those ping balls in. So I do feel like that that is the big change in the shooting at the moment. But I think the biggest thing is when you're looking at players, right, and especially players that are going to be coming, such as, even if we take Hullet, who's an SS, right, a future card that's coming, look at the difference in how Konami are balancing these cards compared to previously released ones, right? So this is the new one. This is the old one, okay? So what's improved? Obviously, they're both similar cards, right? This guy is a classic number 10. This guy is an SS. This guy is a classic number 10. And this guy is a classic number 10. This, as a creative playmaker, you've got a couple of different extra player skills that are mixed around. You still have one-touch pass on this one, but you've got heading and rising shots and long-range shooting on this one. You have heading on this one, but you don't have rising shots. You have fighting spirit on them all. You have aerial superiority on this new one as an SS. So there's a lot of unusual stuff. Sorry, lads, I didn't change the screen. Sorry, boys. There's a lot of new stuff that they're doing, right? Just to recap, right? So this Hullet that you have here that they released already was 84 overall AMF. This was an 88 overall. This was the carryover legend, right? But this one that they're releasing, the new one that they're releasing, that is coming up, and it's meant to be part of a pack with, as far as I know, let me just double check now that the screen is up. You've got Hullet, Rijkaard, and Van Basten as kind of that pack, right? Player levels are not accurate yet. But Rijkaard as a CB, okay? He's had other player cards released. This CB is build up, and he's got a couple of different things that they have added to him. This one is a destroyer. This one is an orchestrator. This big time is an orchestrator, and this one is an orchestrator. The new one is going to be a CB. You can see where they're kind of changing it, right? And this is most evident, I would say, with Hullet. Hullet is down as a SS. James, what's up, man? Andrew Go Loco. I will do a better build at the end of this stream, man. So yeah, sorry about not having this up on the screen, but hopefully you can see it now. So yeah, effectively what I'm saying is that if you take a look at the new Hullet compared to the old Hullet, right? This one is down as a classic number 10, and he did have a couple of nice player skills, but you can see the difference in the ability, right? So this Hullet here as an SS has got better aggression, okay? So yeah, this one here, this one that we're going to be looking at here, the attacking midfielder version of Hullet that they had before had 7 less aggression. He'd also had 8 less balance, and he had 4 less jump, okay? This is an SS, and look at his stats. So even if you give this guy who is 30 levels, if you give this Hullet 30 levels here, and you train him up in a similar way, you're going to have really, like a lot better balance compared to this big time, you know? So I don't think he'll have this many, like, points, but even if you give him, like, 23 ratings to go, you're going to be able to get that balance up fairly good for a very tall player. So that's what I think they're going to do. Like, you know, a Hullet this size with heading, long range shooting, one touch pass, soul control, true passing, aerial superiority, fighting spirit as an SS is going to be absolutely broken, lads. Look at the stats that you can get on this guy, even if you don't max out. I mean, like, everything is in the 80s, passing, everything. You've got your shooting that can go to pretty much 78, and that's just with 23 levels. So you probably will get a more than that. Maybe even 25, you'd be able to get the shooting to 80. And that's what you're talking about, having a really dominant centre forward kind of SS type player. Creative playmaker as an AMF would be absolutely beastly, but that's what I think they've really changed, is the balance stat compared to this one. So before, with this big time here, if you were maxing out the balance stat, you were going to have to give maybe 12, 13, 14, 13 into that to get the balance to 80. Whereas with this one, you don't need to go that route. So you only need to go 5 to get it to 80. Do you see what I'm trying to say? So that is where the big changes come, I think, in terms of how Konami are balancing the cards now. But it remains to be seen, man, because a lot of the players that you see here that have got kind of good balance usually handle really well in the game. Like even Rashford, he's got 69 balance, and that's why he kind of feels a little bit clunky. That's why Adriano feels a little bit clunky until you train up his balance. Ollie Watkins is going to be 73. McAllister is going to be 75. You know, you've got different players like Gundo, who's on 70. So they have kind of changed the balance a little bit, I think, that it's not just for dribblers now. And even the new legends that they're bringing out, they've kind of given the balance to like more than just wingers now, if that makes sense. So Red, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. Let me see, lads. I need to change my screen over. Right, we're actually going to get into a couple of games, lads, because we do want to just try out the gameplay today. I'll probably spin one after this. Yeah, let me see, because we do have the free one as well that we can spin. I don't think that we spin our free player of the week. Scotland, welcome in, bro. Let me see what I have, lads. I think I have a few more coins here. So we have 50 and the 500. So we actually have 450 coins here and 11,000. We could buy... No, we're going to try. Look, we'll play one game here. We're playing a destroyer and a box-to-box, and we have options. We're going to try this formation and see how it goes, and then we'll go back and we'll see the team and see how the gameplay is going. We have a few events there as well that we can do, but we will do this one. All right, Division 5 kicking off. Let's go, baby. See, that's the thing, Tara. If you use a lot of long-range shooting, I think, you know, the meta of the game at the moment, a lot of people talk about the meta, but... if you're able to mix different things, like I know for a fact that people don't expect to do a lot of stunning shots, right? And when you do a lot of stunning shots, it's like crossing. You might score once out of every like 10 chances, but you are better off just trying to, you know, kind of like outpass your opponent, right? So there is different ways of doing it. So what might be meta for you? It's kind of like there is alternative ways to do it if you can mix everything in, you know? It's whatever option presents itself to you. Lucas, guess how much I put into Hullet's balance? I got it to 78, I think. Yeah, well, this new Hullet is going to be I'm telling you right now that this new Hullet is going to be... if he has 25 levels, he's going to be the most broken player in the game. Trust me on that now. Trust me on that, because he is going to be insane. Like, if you've got Robbie Keane here, right? Robbie Keane has got 91 balance. So when you look at Robbie Keane and you're saying, 88 offensive awareness, 87 finishing... 89 acceleration, you're like, damn, this guy's got actually insane stats, right? And then you talk about him having super sub, which is I'm going to bring him on as my super sub to be a game changer for me. Then it becomes a different case of, like, he becomes a different type of card, if that makes sense. We're going to get Sané on here. Let me see this guy's team. I might start Sané and I'll bring on Robbie Keane in the second half. We start Ronaldo, lads. We'll start Cristiano. We're trying out different things. This guy is playing a very decent squad, but we should be able to have our first game good against this guy, and let's see what happens. Llorente's back there. Goulet. Sané super sub. Does this Sané player of the week have super sub? If he does, we'll throw him off. Yeah, you're right. GG's. We'll put on Goulet, and we will keep... Oh, man, Ronaldo's 47, though. Will I start Zamorano, Messi, or Ronaldo, or Isaac? I'll start Isaac, lads. We haven't really given him a fair shake, actually. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. And we'll put our deep line. We're kind of playing the same formation. Just noticed in the recent Real Madrid pack video, Bobby was setting up Zizou for the volley he scored in Champions League final weekend dream. Yeah, man, Zidane would be just ridiculous. Like if he comes, he would be ridiculous. He'd be insane. Like Zidane is definitely one of my favorite players ever, I would say. We're going to anchor on Grimaldo, and we are going to defensive on Caicedo. Yeah, we've 2 DMFs on this one, so we'll try out and see what happens. We can always change it. And Tony Anthony, welcome in, bro. I mean, Tara, like, do you long range shoot? Because any player that I come up against, right, mostly the players that long range shoot and mostly the players that actually throw the ball around, they don't really shoot, man. Like players that are testing things out, right? It's always kind of like lower division guys that will do a mixture of stuff. They'll do switches, they'll do passing, they'll do possession, they'll do kind of like, messing around with the attack levels, where if you've got somebody that's an absolute demon at the game and is used to winning games, they won't mess around with that stuff because it doesn't work. You know what I mean? It's not rewarded. And like, if I get on top of this guy, I'll kind of show you a couple of little bits and pieces. Like, I'm out wide here. This ball is going to come into the king. Should be 1-0. And it isn't because the goalkeeper saves it. Now, we get a miss. Back to the king. Shot! What a goal. Boom. But you see what I'm talking about there with the goal, right? That's exactly what I'm trying to explain, is that when you attack down the flank and you try to play non-meta, right, you can do it, but very rarely does it result in a goal. Like, that should have been a goal with collar. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that should have been a goal with collar. Not saying that just because it's collar it should be a goal. But what I mean is that, like, I'm after ripping him apart. I'm after doing exactly what I wanted to do on the pitch. Collar's spinning away again. But a lot of the time, like, those things don't really reward you compared to scoring the goals like I scored, which is kind of a mistake, a non-clearance, and then obviously, you know, you're able to kind of reset the play where he's not set at the back. Yeah, long ball counter is insane. I did a video on the meta and I kind of broke down why it's so good, and it's because I think it's the most balanced defensively, and that, like, it kind of counteracts a lot of the stuff that kind of needs to be fixed in the game. Now, this is a perfect example, this game here. This guy is a Division 5, 6 player, and you'll see that he's going to try out a lot of different things here, especially when he's 1-0 down. Some of it will work, some of it will work, some of it won't. That's a great finish. I tried to get across. It's a brilliant, tidy finish. Trying out long ball counter. Hello, Usman, welcome in, bro. From the hip. I don't long range shoot often. Every now and again I'll do to make a guy respect that space in front. Exactly. That's exactly what I do as well from the hip. But to be honest there with you, with that chance, right? This is what I'm trying to explain, right? This guy can, you know, he can enjoy his goal there. I'll let him watch it, right? Let me just show you, this is what I'm trying to explain, right? When you actually look at this breakdown of play here, like, he shouldn't have scored this goal, man. Like, realistically, like, right, I did a bad pass here. I should have got rid of the ball just in a second. He tries this ball in, tries it again. I cut it down. I should have got rid of the ball right here. Like, I was trying to be too cute with it. My player is making a direct run along Llorente. Now watch this. This is the most, like, non-meta, makes no sense to do what he does here with a stunning cross outside the foot. Look, goes to nobody. I missed the ball, and then it's a nice tidy finish, right? But what I'm trying to say is that, like, if somebody's playing meta and they're a Division 1 player, they would just not score that goal because they wouldn't do that. They just would not do that breakdown of play because it's too high risk. So that's where the game is at kind of at the moment, is that it is all about getting your counter attack, hitting on the counter attack, and doing kind of things that shouldn't work, but kind of do work because of the collision system, the rebounds and stuff in the game at the moment. And that's why, you know, I always say that sometimes it's kind of better to keep the play a little bit unorthodox if you are not a Division 1 player or Division 2 player used to winning, you know. So I think that's a big problem with the game at the moment, is that it is kind of so chaotic because anyone can beat anybody. I said LBC was the best for meta for the longest time. Yeah, Lucas, it has been since launch, man, realistically. Quick counter, a lot of people use quick counter because they're just able to bombard lesser skilled players. That is a fact. But if you use long ball counter and you're a fairly decent to good player, and I'm talking like a solid Division 1 player, I'm not talking about top 500 in the world, but I'm talking like a solid defensive player, and you're able to score goals. Long ball counter covers so many gaps for you defensively. If you get rid of the ball and you just reset every time. I didn't in that one, but that guy shouldn't have scored, man. That's just a goal completely against the run of play with no build-up, nothing. Do you know what I mean? It's just a bad clearance from me. And, you know, I practically gave him the goal, really. Now, he did well to finish it. There's no doubt about that. Possession, you can have 70% possession, lads, and trust me, I know what I'm talking about because I've walked that road before where you can have, you know, like 70% possession against a player that genuinely does not, and this is no disrespect to anybody or to whoever, but genuinely does not even know what super cancel is. You can have 70% possession against them and it won't make a difference because you still won't score, because you can have 70% possession all you want and it doesn't make a difference if the ball doesn't go in the net. Exactly, David. It is about limiting mistakes. That's basically what the game has been about for the last month, I would say. Yes, there is moments of magic. Yes, there is tactical noose that you can do and stuff. But, you know, it is about kind of like turning over your opponent in possession. And when you get the ball, being able to use it. Like this. Like he's just pressing me here, expecting his AI to help out. Dragging me out of position. I'm going to gamble. Collar. Come on, Collar, put the shift in, bud. Now, we're on our bike. It's a bit laggy, lads, but we won't complain. Especially now. See what I mean? This guy has definitely got a good idea of what he's trying to do. Oh, that was nice. Okay, so he is able to cancel. Lovely. Now we're going to hit him for 6. Oh, that's a terrible pass. It's a shocking pass. I think he's using Fabinho, lads, as a... Oh my God, look at the lag. Oh, Collar. He's definitely targeting Thiago. Back post job, Collar. Collar! Ooh. Ah, come on, buddy. Ah, this guy is definitely using the width of the pitch well. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. And again. I think he's man-marking Collar, I think. Along King. Lovely Neymar. Oh, beautiful. Ooh. Get up! Ah. Oh, I wanted to score before. Might still. Oh man, it's very laggy in parts. No man, this guy is giving me a good game. It's, as I said, it's never a disrespect to people when you talk about how they play. It's just about analysing. I mean, I'm making lots of mistakes in this one. But what I'm saying is that this guy's goal that he scored, like, it's a nothing goal, you know what I mean? It's a nothing goal because I made the mistake at the back, yes, but they're just goals that you just concede the longer you play the game. You know, there's just nothing that you can really do about it. We'll bring on Robbie Keane and Sané, Messi, Pedri, and Eze in the next 20 minutes, and we should get back into it. On long ball, your forwards make runs and your midfielders come short for the pass, so it has a bit of possession in it. Well, you can play different styles within a style. Yeah, you definitely can. I think he's man-marking Collar, but I'm going to have to make a check. I think if I hold a bit of possession and spread it out. The lag is upsetting me, lads. I'm making excuses now, as I like to do. So we just probably need to control the game a little bit. I mean, that should be a free, but how bad? Lovely, Llorente. I was trying to spill it to Goulet. I'm finding it very difficult, lads, with this guy in the box, to be honest. I'm going to need that injection of pace, I think. Come on, Goulet. First time, bro. Oh, man, the connection is absolutely shitting on me. I'm just getting no second balls. Oh my days, man. Come on. Alright, it's time for subs, boys. I'm not messing around anymore. What is this guy doing, man? What is this guy doing, man? His controller go? Or is he disconnected? Well, I told you the connection was bad, man. So maybe the connection has actually just dropped. Yeah, I was thinking, man. The connection was absolutely shocking. I don't know what it looked like on stream, lads. Could you tell? But I knew it was bad. Guler was a team of the week. Yeah, he was. A while back now. I think it was maybe 2-3 months ago. Goulet got one. Lucas. Oh, man. I've been hearing so many people talk about Courtois. But I still think Donna is just the main man. We got lucky with that one, lads, because the connection was so bad there. We were very lucky with that one. Darren, welcome in, bro. No crack, man. We just got a win there. It was a difficult game, but we got it. The connection was really bad in the second half, actually. Could you tell on the stream there, was the connection really bad? Because for me it was, but sometimes because of the stream, it doesn't look as bad. But could you tell there that the game was a bit crazy? Was there like lag spikes and stuff? He's suspending his network connection. He's probably at home kids streaming Disney Plus. I've heard people say Courtois, Neuer. I've heard people say Cassius. I've heard Cassius. I call him Cassius Clay. I've heard people say a lot of different people. Hello, attendees. Yeah, I tried to keep it kind of... what's the word? I tried to keep it kind of like not really talking about the connection sometimes because it is frustrating, but I know nobody likes, you know, making excuses either, but it is extremely frustrating. We didn't even get to see Robbie Keane on in that game, lads, which I would have liked to see. Oh, Thiago's fully down. All right, we'll start Gavardiel. Unless this guy's playing 3 or 4. All right, he's playing 5 at the back. Okay, this is going to be a different type games. He's only 84. Listen, lads, we have the King up front. King is super sub, though. No, he's not. This one isn't super sub. Oh, Marquinhos is down, lads. This could be dangerous, you know. I'm not even messing. Let me see, could I go 4 at the back with Kimi? I think that's what I'll do, lads. Look. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I don't like playing with players when they're down. I'll go to a back 4. And I'll keep Llorente out wide to get... I'll swap out Llorente, I think, with... Let's try David Silva, lads. Let's try David Silva. We haven't played David Silva yet. Let's try this type of formation. Just to do something different. And I'll just put my tactics. I need to switch these. I'll put anchoring on... No, I won't do anything. I'll just do defensive on Anguissa. And I'll do counter on Messi. Just to try different things. I usually wouldn't put counter on Messi here. I think Donna is the best, yeah. I think Donna is the best. Playstyles, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. I don't know about man marking on mobile. I don't actually have a clue. Yeah, from the hip. I have Casillas, and he's like... I think he does so much that you don't see that he probably is... Yeah, he is a top-class keeper. I'm just so used to Donna. That's my biggest problem. Alright, hopefully the connection is a bit settled now, lads. And if I can get on top of this guy, we can have a bit of fun, because he's playing 5 at the back. I'm just going to sit off and see if I can get Collar involved. That's a lovely play. Too much salt and pepper on the chicken, lads. I shouldn't have put that much in. Lucas, is Courtois keeping everybody out of your team? Because I know you have an unreal team. I've used about 60 skill trainers. Not once got first time pass or super sub. It's all luck, man. Oh, what a turn from Messi. Oh, I took it off my foot. This guy's inviting way too much pressure on, man. Already. Ah, ref. Oblak is another one, yeah. The new Showtime Araujo is fantastic. Sorry, lads, I wasn't even looking there. Yeah, I would put Araujo, the new Showtime Araujo, into the top tier. I found counter target restricts players' playstyle. Usually, I would not use counter target, but it depends. It depends the player and depends the system, and the playstyle. On a whole player, yeah, you don't really need to, Lucas. I would agree with that. But it depends, especially if they've got really high offensive awareness. Oh, this is fantastic football, lads. Getting so much pockets of space into 5 at the back as well. Ref, keep your... I was going to say keep your pants in your pocket. Keep your cards in your pocket now. Oh, Magico. They're so overpowered, lads, as well. Those little pass shots. And you don't... Like, you can get by with having 70 finishing and you don't even need them. Ah, stupid pass. Yeah, but we're trying this David Silva, lads. We haven't used him before. He's not bad. Oh, look at him. Messi again. See them little passes there? They're absolutely broken, lads. Them little short. You basically just touch square. You just basically tap square. Steven, welcome in, brother. Welcome in. Man City legend, Spain legend, Valencia legend. And this guy's in no man's land now with 5 at the back, lads, if he's going to be defending like this. Because I'm just passing it around him. Good idea. Great finish. I tried to get the manual there. That's a great finish. I read that with Thiago Silva. Was it Thiago Silva? And he just kind of stopped. It was Gavardiol. It's a great finish though, outside the foot. Yeah, I trust Donna more than anybody, lads. That's my favourite goalkeeper. Collar with nearly a banger, lads. Yeah, he's not really defending me. He's giving me way too much room on the flanks. He's one-touch passing too much instead of using the space. But I think he's changed formation slightly. Oh no, here comes the lag again. He's not bad up front though. Ah, come on, ref. Yeah, he's just one-touching up the pitch. He's not giving himself any support. Lovely. And the connection is absolutely shocking again. Jesus, man, this is a sloppy game. I'm running him ragged. Collar! Ah. Oh. Ah, we didn't. Whoa, what a save. Jesus Christ, that was some save, lads. Is that Courtois? Holy moly, that was a beautiful save. Oh, come on. His Neymar has got no stamina and he just dispossessed me like I wasn't even there. They're gone, Messi. Yeah, we're dominating this guy, lads, but it's very hard to put players away now. I would put Koundé, yeah, he's a beast. Now, we'll bring on our super subs now in a minute. We'll bring on Sané, we'll bring on Robbie Keane. Get that little boost. Ooh, it was a weird pass, wasn't it? Is that David Silva? Kind of a new animation style pass. Oh my god, what was that? Oh, Barry. Ah, man, come on. That's a simple pass to Grimaldo. Ah, just ran out of road. He goes across. We have him. I mean, this guy is very easy to read because he's not giving himself any other options. Still find it hard to stop him, though, I'll be honest. Come on, ref. All right, the ref isn't blowing for anything, lads. Might as well take advantage of it. Nah, see, that's why I don't like Courtois, lads. Do you see that there? That little flop back there. You're telling me Donna is not as good as him? Nah. Nah. He's flopped 2 shots today. I don't know what version Courtois that is though. Now, I will have a look in a sec when I'm making my changes. And this guy mightn't have him trained correctly. Yeah, that's a key point as well. Go on, Connor, get your arse into it.
The attendance for this match was 71,800.
Oh, that's a lovely pass. Ah. Oh, collar. Ref! What is going on, man? The ref left this whistle at home. He must have left the whistle at home. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we need to make changes, lads. I don't like what's happening here. My God, man. There's literally no referee on the pitch. I was offside there as well. Tried to cancel that. Didn't work. No, man. Oh my God. Did you just see the connection? What is going on today, man? Did you just see that connection with Casillas? I literally went manual and he just stood up. Oh my days, man. It's going to be a day of it, lads. Oh my God, man. Did you just see that happen there? Look, with Casillas. Look. Oh my God. That's tough, man. I mean, I'm probably not taking this guy seriously enough, but my days, the connection there. That's just unlucky. We bring on Sané for Silva. Messi up front. Tempted to put Zamorano on, lads. That sucks, man. When the connection is like this, it's very, very hard. But listen, I haven't been good enough today anyway. Hero Marine, welcome in, bro. Yeah, Tomiyasu, I would say, is the best, one of the best in the game by a mile. Ah. It's just one of these games, man. The last game was bad, but this game is equally as bad. Back post job. Good header. What is going on? Lovely ball. Sané. Jesus, man. Zappy, welcome in, bro. We're having a good day, man. We're having a good day. We're in the mixer at the moment with this game, but it is what it is, man. That's just the way the game goes sometimes. You just have to suck it up, man, some days. Boom! There we go. Robbie Keane coming on. Robbie Jobby. I like to be more aggressive in midfield, like more crowded, more defensive. What would you recommend? Well, what are you playing? Are you playing long ball, quick counter? Are you playing long ball? Are you playing quick counter? Are you playing possession? Give me some more info. Man, everything is just ghosting through me. And what is going on with Casillas in goals, man? Genuinely. It's like the players are freezing. It's like it's laggy. He's going to score another one if he gets a chance like that, because I can't do manual goalkeeping. I'm just going to leave the manual goalkeeping. Lovely Casillas. Robbie will win it. Yes. Seal the deal. Oof. Lovely. That's a terrible pass, man. Oh, my days.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Come on, seal it, Messi. Seal it, Messi. Oh, my God. I tried to do a double touch, lads. I tried to do a double touch there and it would not work. If you play long ball, I would definitely take a look at an anchor man in a box-to-box. I think standard Tomiyasu is still decent, you know. That game was way closer than it needed to be, man. I absolutely dominated there, but I just could not stop goals going in. Zamorano isn't good. I must actually get a drink after that one, man, for my blood sugars. Yeah, I'm not going to do manual goalkeeping anymore if the connection's like this. Agent 48, yes, I would say balance is probably the most important for any player, centre midfielder onwards. I mean, if you check out my video that I did today on the player reviews and the Declan Rice one, you'll see the reasoning behind it. Double touch is down on the right stick and right or left on the left stick at the same time, kind of. Terra, I think they've snuck in some ball physics finally. Let me know what you think, bro. It's hard to know, Terra. I mean, I would be pro. Yeah, I mean, gun to my head, I would say yes, they probably have. But the game just feels way more random now with the ball physics, if there are some there. Like this formation that I have, it just seems very random, man. Very random. I will try take a look at this game in a little bit more detail. Oh, my players are in really trouble here, lads. Casillas is fully up though. Alright, this guy's playing a 4-3-3. Messi, Neymar. Let me see if I can go... You know what? Let's start this guy, lads. Let's start Ferrer at the back and see what he's like. Do you know what, lads? I'm going to actually play a 5 at the back and show ye something, right? Now, I don't think I've ever played 5 at the back, as in started games playing 5 at the back. I have played this 5-3-2 formation before, but I'm going to show you something, right? I'm not going to do anything else to my tactics apart from... Let me see who he's playing through the middle. All right, I'm only going to do one thing, right? I'm going to show you something that's really overpowered. I'm going to go man marking, Marquinhos on Messi. And I'm also going to go deep line. No, not deep line. Tight marking on Messi, right? I'm going to... No, sorry. No. I'll do counter target on Robbie Keane. And I'm going to do defensive on Marquinhos. Yeah, I'm just going to show you something, right? I'm going to just... If I can. Yeah, I think because of what they've added, Terra, the ball moves, like, I think in very random positions. Like, I think if they had ball physics in properly, like in PES when it was at its best, you couldn't do, 360 no-scopes, as Sepp calls it. 180, like, you're running this way, and you press pass, and you kick it behind you. Like, you're running this way, and you press pass, and it goes behind you in a perfect pass, where it's that animation. I'll show you. Like, it's like this animation here, look. This animation here. This animation. See that animation? I don't think that the ball physics are in because of that still possible, if that makes sense to you. But yeah, I get what you're saying about some of the instances. There is definitely a change there. But listen, right, if you're playing a 5 at the back, a lot of people will say, oh, this guy's going to play anti-football. The thing with 5 at the back is all about runners and waiting for the AI. And I'll probably get more chances in this game playing 5 at the back. Man, the connection is dog today. Look at that, man. The groundsman want to have a look at the bobbles there. I think the biggest problem with it at the moment is that it's so, like, random. Oh. So when I'm playing 5 at the back, especially with long ball counter, I'm always running or making runs or involving one of my players defensively or else out wide. So I'm always attacking. Yes, I'm playing 5 at the back, but that doesn't really come into it. Oof, good save. Lucas, you should have. I'm waiting on my graphic guy Kara to do. I think I have 6 more emotes. So I have one for you, I think, which is a Liverpool shirt coming. I need to ask. I'll actually message him. I'll message him, but I need 2 more, I think, or 3 more actually. He knows what's coming, lads, but can he stop it? The Anaconda. He can't. It's good play. That's brilliant play. Then he went and messed it up. Robbie. Oof. It's a fantastic save, lads. See those backwards passes? I think they're really kind of an issue. That was nice play. Again, my DMF, I wouldn't be doing that if I'm not playing a 5 at the back, lads. I wouldn't be making a run like that, a high-risk run with Anguissa. But now he's playing as kind of a central destroyer type player. So that's why, you know, just because you play 5 at the back, you set up, you do have to kind of play very attacking with 5 at the back, in my opinion, because you've got so much AI assistance at the back. And it's all about runs. I do like this guy Ferrer, lads. See the run again? Waiting on the AI from Eze. Touch, out wide. Ah, Collery let me down. Jesus, man, this is bad. This guy fancies himself as a bit of a runner, man. He's going nowhere with it, to be fair. On, ref. Lovely. Get in there, King. It's coming to you, son. Oh, Eze, you're off. You weren't off. Oh, Lucas, that's only... Yeah, that's a new... oh, you mean the new icon. Yeah, that is... The longer you have the membership, the more member badges you get. So they're badges. They're not the emotes. They're badges. I'm tempted to go under, lads. I really am. Nah, they don't really do that anymore, man, do they? Knuckle shot. Yeah, because people like to complain and say, oh, you know, it's anti-football playing 5 at the back. But if you're playing like you're set up as 5 at the back, it doesn't mean you have to play traditional 5 at the back, if that makes sense. It's like anything, man. If you pick what works for you, if you're leaking a lot of goals, play 5 at the back, but have a very kind of like attack focus is what I would say. There's Eze's run again. Collar. Eze. Oh. Jesus, lads, this is sloppy. This guy fancies himself as a bit of a dribbler. Ferrer just says, get out of the way. Ah, no. Yeah, Playstyles, I agree, man. No, it's not really got to do with the pass assistance. There is certain animations that are like locked into the game, like that when you trigger them, and depending on the player that you're using, they just trigger like automatically and contextually. Oh my god, man, that is shameful. Now here's my center back. See, so I'm talking about with a CB, and given the option out wide. That's how I play 5 at the back. It's not really like Jose Mourinho style, you know, you're just camping at the back. Man, how slow is this gameplay like today? It's like in slow-mo. Like, Collar should not be able to do that pass there, in my opinion. I know he's Collar, but... Oh, that would have been magic. Robbie! Good save. Cat-like save, lads. Collar should not be able to do those saves. I don't typically have a problem with another man's formation. My issues are usually with the mechanics and what Konami chooses to allow. Yeah, I mean, I've completely dominated this game, like with that 5 at the back, but most of my touches have been in the middle of the pit, out wide. Miles Morales. Yeah, whatever player is not in the database will be gone. You'll still have that card though. Bibby, welcome in. You've got Team Temtem yet? I haven't, man. I did have it at one stage, but I must download it, man. I must download it and get on with you. Fortnite is going to be the next one now. I'll get on for a few games with that if you want to teach me the ropes. I've never actually really played Fortnite. Alright, let's stop messing around now and just bang one in. Just that little pass away, aren't we? Lovely. Just that one pass, I think, from scoring. Oh, that's a super ball. What a pass. We'll close him down, though. Cramaldo. Couldn't get control of the ball, lads. Needs to hit that. Oh, what a save. Bit of lag again. Yeah, the special players are the ones that are going to be gone. Like, any player that's released from the database, you won't be able to sign him again. Like Nkunku in eFootball 22. I was too busy playing Warzone back then. Jesus, man. This is really tough to play today. I don't know what's going on. What would you recommend for tight midfield? I would recommend probably a 3-man midfield. Or else 2 holding and 2 out wide. And I would probably recommend an anchorman playing deep line, mopping up everything as like an extra CB. This guy's able to defend though, lads. He's not a bad player at all. He kind of knows what works. Even though I'm playing 5 at the back, I'm going to switch that up now in a minute. Oh, he probably wanted that ball to go through, I'd say. I think he's just overcomplicating things. Oh, it's a horrible pass, lads. This guy's holding on to the ball a lot. It's a bad game for me to showcase and test a 5 at the back, lads. No, I didn't want that pass. Didn't want that pass. See them passes there. Like, that is just ridiculous, man. Them passes there. Alright, changes are coming, boys. Yeah, this formation is just not it, man, for me. Kind of limited though on who we can pick. David Silva. Team is kind of in a bad spot, lads. We've no one really to bring on. We can play David Silva on the right, maybe. Twin Towers up front. What is the best player to get from the nominating contract? I have a video up on that, Jerry. It depends what you're looking for. Labaka is a beast. Yeah, the new Asian Pack son is... He's insane, man. But all the games today have been like this, lads. Win, lose, or draw. Like, it's just been messy, like. Sloppy. Just need one clear chance and we'll bang one in and beat this guy. There we go, King. Watch the bounce. Oh, 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 oh. There we go. Oh, come on. It's good defending in the end. Here's our chance. Nothing's working for us in this game, lads. Oh, brilliant dribble. Take it off his foot, though. Ronaldo. Back post. Collar! Oh, no. Lads, Collar's mad for it, isn't he? I just can't score, lads. Come on, Collar. Make it. No, man. That's so annoying. Man, look at the little speed lag catch-up. I don't know what is going on the last 3 games. It's not over yet, though, lads. It's not over till it's over. You know that. This guy could still score, man. Oh, Isaac. Oh, it was a bullet header as well. It's David Silva. This is a tough game, lads. It would be nice to get 3 points, but once we don't lose, we're... I think this guy's going to play for the draw, maybe. Maybe not. He's not. He's aggressive. What a tackle. Alright. You'll have that, lads. You'll have that. I mean, the game is practically lagging me out, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, but GG's, man. It's just one of these games, man. It's super laggy, man. Super unresponsive. GG's. GG's. Ahmed, thanks for signing up. Club legend, lads. Club legend, Ahmed. Thank you so much, bro. Thank you so much, bro. Look at those stats, man. Look at those stats. GG's, man. GG's. We have another 10-day contract, though. That's the most we got out of that one. That was desperate, man. I shouldn't have conceded to that guy. What are you arguing about in the chat here? Hold on, let me catch up with this. I can never... Alright, where does the conversation start? Lads, 4-bar connections are playing like 3-bar connections today. 2-bar connections today. Casino Boyaz. Alright, we'll change stadium. That could be the problem. The old Mass Monumental is always good for me, lads. Alright, catch me up on the Playstyles. Catch me up on the Playstyles Lucas argument here. He should have played it across the box, Bibs. Yeah, I mean, he should have. I mean, these are the games I always struggle with. Alright, we'll go back to our traditional, lads. We'll start Eze. Caicedo as a CF. This guy's got a good team now, man. This is a good this is a good test for us. Yeah, but that formation that I had there playing 5 at the back, it just proved that you can't play that defensive in the game because all it takes is like, you know, one chance. So I'd usually play deep line and then I'd anchor usually the player that I'm going to be swinging balls in with, Llorente or whoever. And that's it. Alright, hold on a second, I catch up with this. Barry, Playstyles doesn't know certain positions deactivate player playstyle. Who was it in the chat trashing someone the other night after one viewing? Are expectations high or low for eFootball? Alright, so it's about... Oh, you're talking about playstyles. Sorry, I was getting confused there with Playstyles and playstyles. Well, if you go into the players here, right, and you see that the target man is there, there is certain positions that only triggers that playstyle. I'll have to go in and show it in the other screen after the end of the game. The playstyle only activates in certain positions, yeah. But I don't know, is there much of a difference, to be honest? Well, it's a different argument, unless I'm taking it up wrong. Are you saying that the players are affected, like how they perform on the pitch? Or are you just saying that there's a visual thing to say that... oh, it's a horrible pass. Are you saying that it's just a visual thing? Because like an SS or a centre forward goal poacher can still play out wide, like, and still be able to run and dribble and stuff like that. Expectations are... They're probably middle of the road for eFootball 24. I mean, I've enjoyed eFootball 22 and eFootball 24 so far. Well, Pestas, you're saying that's obvious, but why? What's the argument then? Unless I'm taking it up, and apologies if I am, because sometimes it's hard to get the full grasp of it when I'm streaming and just reading chats without really... Oh, collar. It's a terrible pass, lads, from Robbie. The playstyle's only activated in the registered positions that the playstyle activated. It's in... It is defined in the game. It is defined in the game in the information section. Yeah, it's basically exactly what From the Hip just said there from reading that really quickly. I'll have another look at it. That's a great ball. Oh, that would have been a brilliant goal, lads. All right, we need to settle here, lads, and just get an old goal or two. Good play. Come on, Casillas. Lovely. Trying to get it in the back post, lads. Or a cheeky chip up volley! Ooh! There we go. I don't score for a game or two, but when I score, there we go. It's beautiful. That is it, lads. That is how you do it, man. That is how you do it. Eze. Beautiful. I was trying to get back post there, and then a just cheeky little chip up. Is he going to let me watch it, though? No. It's a big L. All right, let me catch up with this. Hold on a second now. This is like the Jeremy Kyle show. Hold on a second now, lads. Hold on. Let me put on my glasses. Hold on. I need focus on this one. How they perform on the pitch, I think they are on about Barry. Okay, so you're saying how they actually perform on the pitch compared to whether it visually shows you or not. Right, let's wait till the end of the game and we'll have this full-blown debate. Because I want to go back to the screen. Because as far as I know, it shows you the positions that the play styles can play. So like prolific winger will be activated out wide, for example, on certain cards, certain position cards. Lovely. Lovely. Ah, that's terrible, Barry. Just the gap. Lovely. Lovely, Delict. Some difference when Delict was missing the last day. Oh, it's coming back to you, Grimaldo. Lovely. Keep running now. And into the king. And the finish. Robbie! It's 2. Yeah, so for example, Tommy Yasu is a defensive fullback. Are you saying that he plays worse because you put him at CB and defensive fullback doesn't activate? Or like the playstyle isn't activated as per the definition that Konami give? Is that what you're saying, basically? Because I don't want to misquote people or... Man, the connection. Oh, Jesus, man. What's going on with this game today? That would have been a banger. Kick him on the ground. Great goal, man. Man, the connection from that, like in the last 5 minutes of the game, the connection has just gone again. Lorenzo, GG, man. That's good. Alex, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. There's goals in this game, lads. For both of us. Man, the connection though. My God. I don't know what it looks like on stream, lads, but it has gone super unresponsive for me in the last 5 minutes. Good ball. Get out, son. Lads, it's just literally just like a fraction between me getting another goal there. This guy's not a bad player, lads. This is a good game. Long Casillas. Need to win it, and I did. You know it's coming. Nah, it's a terrible pass from Llorente, lads. It's not in his bag of tricks. Oh my God. Lovely, beautiful spin, lads. Oh man, I wanted that far post. That's a 9. That's better. That's where I wanted it the first time. Now, King. Get in there, collar. It's coming to ya. Ah, it's too close to the keeper, man. Good game, though. I play Modric as a CMF while he has DMF orchestrator card, and he plays so attacking and makes so many runs, which goes against the orchestrator playstyle. But he can still there play, man. Tell him to do a 1v1 and stream it. I'll stream it, lads. If you play a 1v1, and I'll re-stream it. All right, Lucas, 1 second. Oh, Jesus, man. The mess is coming in now. This is the Jeremy Kyle show. Hold on. I need to catch up with this. All right, hold that thought. We'll get the goal. We'll get a goal here if we can. King, man, too close to the keeper again. Shocking, shameful. It's good play, lads. Keep running now, keep running. He knows what's coming. But can he stop it? Ref! That's surely a penalty, like. Bullshit, man. Oh, Robbie. It's the wrong option, though. Now Robbie. Collar! Oh, lads, he's so horny for it today. Collar! Oh, man, he's such a demon in the box. Barry, what I'm saying is, when you play a prolific winger off position, he just plays according to his stats and his playstyle is deactivated. So a someone defensive awareness of 88 would have a great moment, but his prolific winger movement would be deactivated. Yeah, I mean, but the game defines it that the certain playstyles are just activated in certain positions. Like, that's basically what it is. But if you play Tomiyasu as a defensive fullback as his playstyle, but you play him centre back, he won't have that playstyle activated. So whatever that playstyle gives him, he's off, ref. He's miles off. The playstyle won't be deactivated. That's what's defined in the game. That it's like, I'll show you after it if we can just all see on stream. I mean, I don't think that is go on, King. It just depends. I mean, I suppose the argument is whether it says it. If the argument is whether it says that in the game and defines it at that in the game or not. I mean, it does define it in the game as far as I know. But let me just triple check, because I don't want to be, Oh man, come on, Casillas. Yeah, come out for it. I don't want to be like, as far as if I had a gun to my head now, like, I'm 99.9% sure that they define that in the game exactly as I'm saying it. But I want to make sure 100% before I'm on stream. Great ball, look at that. So we'll check it in real time and then we'll have it, man. We'll have the conversation. Great ball. That's better movement. Oh, lovely. Oh, can we finish with the king? He's at it again! Oh. Lads, he's a demon in there. Look at him. Jeez, he never gives up. All right, wait till the end of this match, lads, because I don't want to misquote anybody and I want to give everyone the respect to be able to, number one, listen to the conversation and listen to the points that are being made. And number two, actually give my own thoughts on it as well and see exactly what is being said. I wanted that first time, man. I wanted that first time! He's off, is he? Oh, he's played on by my left back. Brilliant. This is going to be our first big debate of the show, lads. The Jerry Springer segment. What a ball. Oh, man, that's unforgivable, man. That's a super ball in. I'm excited now about this debate, lads. Let me just finish off this game. Get our 3 points. I think I'm going to buy a player or two as well. Or change the squad a little. Big long. Oh, what a pass. Collar's put in some shift today, lads. So is Caicedo. First time, Robbie! Oh, lovely, Eze. Just off. Lads, no fighting in the chat now before I catch up with it. I mean, we can have our points and keep it clean. I mean, there's none of us children here, I hope. And if you are children, ooh, that's fair enough. But I mean, we should be able to have a conversation and keep it vibing, you know. All right, let's go back out, man. All right, let's go back out. I need to get my Jerry glasses on. Hold on, Jerry Springer glasses. Hold on now. Hold on now. Let me have a look, right? Okay, the first thing that we're going to do is we'll play some more matches, lads. Don't worry about that before we get sidetracked with the Jerry show, okay? But 1 second. I want to sort this out before anyone gets upset or anyone gets butthurt, okay? If you go over to help and you go to general information, down here, as far as I know, now I could be wrong, and I'm glad to be proven wrong, players' playstyles. This is player playstyles as defined. So, if you're talking about a prolific winger, they're compatible with right wingers and left wingers, okay? So if you're playing a match and you're playing a prolific winger who's down as a prolific winger, you're playing him as an AMF. This playstyle doesn't activate. Is that basically, are we all agreeing on that first and foremost? So for example, if you have a creative playmaker, his compatible positions in order for the creative playmaker to be active is going to be SS, right wing, left wing, AMF, RMF, or LMF. Are we all like happy with that? Is that like, obviously we all have opinions, right? And we all have different opinions on different topics and debates. But are we agreeing that that's actual black and white factual? Or is this up for debate? Is this what we're talking about? I don't think people are clueless, Alex. I mean, you know, a lot of people have different opinions. It just depends on what we're actually talking about. Because sometimes I've made comments on my stream where I've been arguing a different point. You know, even with From the Hip, I've had conversations with From the Hip where I've argued the same thing differently, or a different point the same, so to speak. So yeah, man, let's just keep it friendly, man. Let's just keep it all vibing. I don't want to bring any drama in. Everyone's entitled to get their point across, you know? But are we saying here that this is it? Like, this is factual? So, Pet Styles, this is basically what you're arguing. Is that what I'm saying? Is this basically what you're arguing? So your argument is that, say for a dummy runner, Muller is an SS or a CF or an AMF. If you play Muller as a left midfield or a left winger, even if he can play in that position, you're saying that this is factually incorrect? I feel like Jerry Springer, man. I need a bouncer. Terrahawk, you need to come to Ireland and be my bouncer. Barry, so I said I don't like prolific wingers in my setup because I don't like their movements. Then said, if I play Son at SS, he would be great. And I replied, yes, but that deactivates his playstyle. Okay. If you go to edit mode and create player, you can only register a left winger and right winger as a prolific winger. Well, if you're, yeah, I mean, if you like, I'm not like. There's two sides of the argument. I mean, we can't have the debate if we can't have the debate as to what it looks like on the pitch, what the play styles actually look like on the pitch, and whether they activate or deactivate. If you're arguing this actual definition that the game gives, you know what I mean? Like, you can't, because you could apply that logic to anything. So, I mean, if playstyles is saying that this is just a compatible position with these playstyles, but that you can play them in any position and the playstyle still applies, is that what you're saying, playstyles? I'm getting confused, man. This is like Interstellar. I'm getting confused. There's that meme where all the maths are going on. No, I get what you're saying, Lucas, but I also think I get what playstyles is saying. But playstyles is basically saying that it doesn't say that it deactivates if you don't play the player in the same position. But playstyles, I would throw that logic back at you, man, that if you play a target man CF in goals, right? If I play Collar in goals, is his playstyle still activated if I play in a target man in goals? Or are you just saying that if he has the same position that he can play, such as a creative playmaker? So you're basically saying that if I have a creative playmaker there as a CMF, that he still has the player playstyles. Say the playstyle gives you 3 different like things that aren't seen in the game, right? Say there are 3 hidden stats, right, that aren't shown visually on the game. You're saying that if I play a creative playmaker in a CMF or an AMF, they're both getting the same stuff. See, I would argue with that, because in the last game in PES, they did have different ways of describing the player play styles. There was a different way of describing them, and the AI playing styles and stuff like that was different. So it just depends on what you are saying. This is FBI interrogation stuff. I'm just confused, but I can see where you're coming from, man. I can see where you're coming from, but Lucas is saying that it deactivates automatically. That's basically what the whole point is that, like, if you go in here, right, and I was to assign a player, let me see. So basically this is what you're saying, is that if I'm using Robbie Keane as a goal poacher, right, and I play him as an AMF, that this Robbie Keane will have literally no goal poacher. That's basically what you're saying. Am I right in saying that? Because that is my determination of it, is that if you're playing Caicedo as a box-to-box and you play him as a CB, or you play a player that can play in a different position, like Pedri as a creative playmaker, if you were to play Pedri as a right midfielder, he can't play there as a right midfielder. Yeah, the definitions are kind of loosely based. I would agree with that, Alex. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. But playstyles, they don't say that either, man. But it's kind of the same thing I would throw back on you, right? And again, this isn't, me. I'm literally trying to be Jerry Springer here, having two sides of the story, right? Because, as you said, you are correct in saying that it doesn't say in black and white here, right? If there was an extra, it's kind of arguing 6 of one and half dozen of the other, right? If it actually said here, right, player skills, like super sub, say, for example, with the way that they define super sub, okay? Where is it? Where is super sub? Okay, improves players' abilities when introduced after the second half mark, right? If they had an extra text list to define it, right? Because if you put on a super sub in the second half, in the 70th minute, like Robbie Keane is a super sub, and you go into his stats before you bring him on the bench, and you bring him on when you bring him on after you bring him on with the super sub activates, it doesn't say that the super sub doesn't activate past the 80th minute or the 60th minute, or that you have to bring him on at a certain time. So it's just kind of putting your own logic as to what you think. And I think with the players' play styles, I really do think that they are, like, they don't say that it doesn't activate when it comes on like this, because it's so defined there with the compatible positions. I think that word compatible, if you replace that word compatible positions with, I don't know, definitive positions or positions that only activate this play style, That is probably more of a way of defining that. Yeah, I think compatible positions is basically the defining word there, as to say you play the position, you play this player in this position, this player's play style will be activated. If you don't play it in this play style, it won't be activated. But yes, you are correct in saying that there is no definition in the game where it says if you do not play Totti Classic number 10 in an SS, AMF, or CMF role, and you play him as a left winger, that his classic number 10 will be deactivated. It doesn't say that in the game. I mean, you can see it here. It doesn't say incompatible positions, left wing, right wing. It just says compatible positions where the play styles are coming in. So I do think that it is probably a definition there. Oh, lads, this is what it's all about, man. We don't need to get upset with each other. We can just, you know, we can keep it vibing while having disagreements. Yeah, I love debates, man. I love debates. Once it doesn't get too heated, then Collar will have to sort shit out, man. No, this is the only debate we're having today, John, because we need to play some co-op as well. And Cad, welcome in, brother. Stop using the word deactivates. Well, the word deactivate isn't in the definition there, but activate isn't either. It's just kind of what your interpretation of what they mean by compatible positions. And in the older PES games, when you had a player in that certain setup, the register position dictated what position the player could play. But if I play, right, it's like this, right? You could have the same logic applied to this, and I'll show you. If you play Pedri as a right midfielder, right? Pedri is a creative playmaker, and he can play left wing, left mid, centre mid, and AMF, right? But he can't play right mid. But if I change Pedri's position here to a right mid, his overall goes down from 73, but he still has the same cards. So he's still a 93 rated player playing as a 73 rated player in that position. That's kind of... It just depends what you're saying, is that whether you'd want that extra wording of text to say this playstyle deactivates when you don't play the player in his chosen playstyle position. That's a mouthful, lads. But that's basically what it's saying, in my opinion. Now, I could be wrong. Jesus, what's this guy playing? Alright, we'll stay doing us, lads. We're not going to focus too much on what he's at. The game loosely defines certain things. That's the biggest problem. Yeah, it's all love, lads. It's all love. Lucas dropping 5 bomb. Let there be peace, please. And Playstyles, you just got a sponsor, man, off Lucas. Give your GGs to Lucas, lads. El Presidente, El Anaconda. Lucas, I'm going to Photoshop your head onto this beside Collar and have Anaconda 2, The Reckoning, and your head with collars. Well, Playstyles, with that, when it says compatible positions, if you're using that logic, then why would they say compatible positions? Why would they even say compatible positions at all? Why not just say, this is the player's play style, this is what he plays at, and that's it? I think personally speaking, They've defined that as compatible positions because that's what they mean by that definition. Am I off? I'm off. Like, one way to solve all that would be, as I said, if they added a line of text. This playstyle is activated when the player plays in these positions. The playstyle is deactivated when you don't play the player in these positions. And that would stop all arguments. That would be a definitive then. Oh, I thought I'd get the rebound, lads. Should have passed to Cristiano there. But it doesn't, because it doesn't say anything about deactivates or activates. It just says, oh, that's lovely. It just says about compatible positions. Oh, I gambled stupidly. Oh, lads, here comes the lag again. Look at this. Took me off him. Oh, my days. Terrible pass, lads. Go on, have a pop. Good lad. So I like to see. Oh, Cristiano's got a bit of pace about him, lads. Oh, man. It's a simple little touch to Messi there. Oh, my God, man. This game is absolutely... The connection has gone so bad again. What's going on? Oh, my days, man. This is really frustrating, man. I'm afraid to play co-op today, boys. I'll be honest with you. I'm beasting, though. Lovely. Playstyles, I mean, listen, man, you have your opinion on it, that's fine. Like, I totally respect. I think I've given a fair debate on it. I haven't picked a side. I haven't given mine and said this is actually it, and haven't said, you know, what the gospel thought is on. We all are entitled to our opinion on it because they don't clearly say that it deactivates or activates. But I think the logic of them using the word compatible is their way of saying this is when this playstyle is active. It doesn't say that in black and white, as I've already said at the very start of the debate. But I'm saying, why even have information on it at all? Like, what is the compatible, like, wording about then at all? Why not just have it, this is the player's playstyle, he's a prolific winger, and that's it? Why have compatible position there? Like, why have that extra little nugget? If it just, you know, that's my opinion. And as I said, I'm not saying that your opinion is wrong or anything like that. Ref, seriously. Cristiano, do me. Yeah, what a header. Yeah, but the registered position, you can play the same player in that position, if you get what I mean. Like, if I'm playing Pedri right midfielder, it doesn't mean that his stats are... if you know about the game and stuff, it means that the card is rated that way in that playstyle because he's not a registered card there. It doesn't mean that his passing still isn't 90 overall or 90 stat. But yeah, there is that loophole of, oh no, that's terrible, of whatever way you think about it. No way, Barry. Barry. Come on, bro. That's such a bad goal to concede, man. That's such a bad goal to concede, boys. Yeah, but Playstyles, again, you're talking, you know, kind of like, I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. Like, kind of whataboutery there, because there is no edit mode in eFootball yet, you know? You're talking about PES logic there. and the PES playstyles were different, the way that the way they worked. Not by a massive amount, but they were slightly different. Oh, lovely. Yes, that's beautiful play. I actually did a trailer on EAFC, lads, and also on top of that, I am actually doing a video. I don't know if any of you guys have seen the new Man of the Match game, so I will have a video up on that as well. The lads reached out to me, the guys reached out to me, and asked me would I be interested in doing some stuff on that, and I told them to keep me in the loop. So they've actually given us early access to some of that stuff that they're working on. I mean, I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'm not going to discount it because I'd always give something a fair crack. But yeah, let's see how it goes. But that Man of the Match one looks kind of interesting.
Substitution in progress.
Laza's in the chat. Laza, you know where we're going. We're going bottom low. If he can save it, he saves it. We'll go top high. Yeah, I think that compatible word really throws the two arguments that you can kind of take it and run with either argument. It's kind of like I had an argument with somebody a couple of days ago where they were talking about super sub, and they were saying that super sub doesn't activate until the 60th minute, and I was like, well, where does it say that? It says second half. So all you can go on is what the game defines. You know? And it's just your interpretation of it. And it's like, oh, well, you know, they don't say super sub only activates in the second half from the 50th minute on, or the 60th minute on, or the 70th minute on. They say in black and white, or in blue and yellow, that it activates in the when you bring a player on in the second half.
Lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
Yeah, we're playing some nice ball now, lads, but the connection is a bit iffy for me. Still. Oh, Marcus Llorente, the hardest working man on the team, gets a goal. Yeah, I did a kind of a breakdown of EAFC, but like to me it was kind of pointless because I actually don't understand. I don't understand the logic of it because they showed no gameplay. Now I know that they're doing a gameplay trailer. I think tomorrow. This guy's going to quit anyway. Yeah, well, Alex, remember when you messaged me like a while ago and you were asking me about super sub and you were like saying, like, when does it activate, right? I had a conversation with a guy. You know, I told you my interpretation of it was, and from what I had known and from anything I'd ever asked before, I was always under the assumption that once it's in the second half within the game, that the super sub activates, right? So that's exactly what I told you. And that's exactly what the definition of it is in the game. I mean, you can only take what they define in the game. Like if you open up the controls and it says X is a pass and like RB is sprint, unless you change the buttons, that's what the definition is of what works, right? Pass is X. So I had a conversation with this guy, right? And he was like, oh, I saw you said in one of your previous videos that super sub activates, you know, any time in the second half. And I was like, yeah, it does. Like, that's what it says in the game. He was like, no, it's only from the 70th minute on. And I was like, where does it actually say that? Like, it doesn't say that at all. And I've never heard anything to back up that claim, you know? And he was arguing with me that it only activates in 70 minutes onwards. And I was like, no, it activates from like 46 minutes onwards once you make it in-game, not at the half time screen. Exactly as Laza says there, man. Yeah, well, that's it. Like, there is no definition, as I said, to say super sub activates in the second half only between 60 and 80 minutes or 60 and 90 minutes. It doesn't say that. It basically says super sub activates when you bring a player on in the second half that has a super sub trait. That's basically it. Exactly, Laza. Yeah. Exactly. Compatible in marriage means you guys fit. Incompatible means you can't work in a marriage. Yeah, I mean, that word compatible is probably what throws everything out. So if the change is made at halftime at min 45, it activates it. Any time in the second half. But again, it doesn't define that in the game. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't define that in the game and say this only activates between, you know, after the 60th minute from when you have a throw. Like, it doesn't define anything. It literally is a loose term, and it's done. Oh, lads, look, this is not what we wanted. 3 down. This is going to be bad, man. This guy's going to be aggressive as well with Division 3. No, he's playing a fairly standard team. Oh, we're going to have to start Eze in. Probably start Kimmy. Aldo being off as well. This sucks, man. I'm going to have to play him, man. I'm going to have to play 3 back, even though I don't want to. Ah, man. This sucks. That's the biggest problem when they don't say things very clear. Some people would like that, but I think how I kind of have done it is I've tested a lot of stuff in the game. Like, you're talking hours and hours and hours of testing. Yeah, Super Sub is activates whenever, but I always would bring the player on during the game. There's no visual representation. No, I reckon what Super Sub does is like the old PES games. There's like hidden stats in the game that you could see in like the database editor and stuff that aren't shown. So like one of them before was aggression and mentality. That was another one. Mentality was another one. That's not shown in the game. Aggression is, but mentality isn't. Oh man, don't tell me you're spamming day 1 through balls. Come on. Oh man, I thought that was the ref. All right, this is going to be a chaotic game. I can already tell. Collar. No, it's good read. Made it easy on him though. Messi! What a save, Oblak. Or is the Gea? Holy moly. Lovely, lads. That's beautiful play. Back post job. Oh, it's nearly too much. Lucas with another 5 bombs. Lucas, GG, brother. GG, man. GG. We will play some co-op, lads. We will do some co-op after this game, I think. Because I'm only going to be streaming till about 4, half 4. Just need to get 1 goal against this guy. Any super sub that you use will activate it. Once you bring the player on in the second half, it doesn't matter how you bring him on, it doesn't matter when you bring him on. The only difference is, in the old PES games, it used to activate during, not the match screen, it used to activate during the... It used to activate during when you bring him on during the match. Not at the match screen. Now I'm talking about the older PES games. A lot of people mightn't have ever played the old PES games. No, man. No. Oof. Word of the day compatible. Alex, you're passing off. Look at this now. Look at this. Alex passing off stuff and he asking me about it a couple of weeks ago. Come on, bro. Come on. I need to start bringing out an encyclopedia. What a ball. Oh man, too close to the keeper again. Have you guys not played semi-pro at least? What's semi-pro, bro? Ah, De Ligt, you're a monster, but we needed more from you. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, Messi. It's kind of a weird game, lads. This guy's a good player. I can tell he knows what he's doing, but he's not overcommitting. Oh, that's nice. He knows what I'm trying to do, though, with the little 1-2s. Oh, man. Just that pass has eluded me, isn't it? Oh, boys, criticise my play. If I'm playing too... Am I playing too easy for this guy to read? Do I need to throw it around a bit? I think I am, you know. Oh, Messi just bulled me out of the way. Loads of space out there for it. Ah. Alex, you're coming into the chat and soaking up all my knowledge. And then people are thanking you for defining super sub. I need to bring out a book, man. I need to bring out a book with all my encyclopedia stuff. See, a lot of the stuff from the older PES games still kind of not works, but the way that they define... What the hell happened there? No, Collar. Oh, Collar, I thought you'd get it in! Oh! Yes! No! No, Stefan, we didn't open any today, man. We didn't open any today. First goal is going to be key in this one. Oh, no, man. That's a terrible... Oh, lovely. Oh, no, man. Have a pop. Good lad. Oof. Lucas, let me know if you're on for co-op, man. Or are you going? You wrecked. Oh, you were up late last night, man. We need to use collar, lads. Man, the touches are so heavy, though. No, Ahmed, before in the older PES games, it was slightly different.
Please be reminded that drinking is only allowed in the areas shown on this map. Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Man, the touches, holy God. That is bad. Long Kimmy. No collar. Keep her moving. That's lovely. Get in there, King. We need ya. Lads, this is just a weird day of it. Feck off, ref. Come on. Yeah, because the game doesn't really define anything, man. It's up, like, genuinely speaking, right? If people know, people that understand the game, understand the mechanics, and have played the game for a long time, you kind of know, like, oh no. Got lucky there. You kind of know like certain things from having played the game for a long time, if that makes sense. Oh man, that would have been a goal before. Laza, you're going on a timeout now. You're going on a timeout, Laza. But that's especially because it can be very difficult for new players that haven't played PES before to understand how things work, you know? Oh, shouldn't have done that, lads. Nice collar. One chance is all we take. One chance is all we need. Super sub on any player will give him a boost, but the only thing is that there is no visual boost on the player card. Oh, I didn't want that, lads. I definitely didn't want that. Lovely, Kimmich. What a job Kimmy is doing today, lads. No! Come on, King. Oh, what a turn. And the run on, King. That'll do. Ball buff on Connor. Laurenti's done Trojan work out there, lads. Now, technically speaking, right, Sané has a super sub, okay? And he's fully up. No, he's not fully up, sorry. Sané has, like, this condition. But there is no visual what activates with super sub, you get me? Tara, like, I would score on my road to glory. Genuinely, I would probably score about 3 or 4 times more goals, but every goal is worth it. Look at him, like. Every goal is worth it with the King. Oh, no. See what I mean? Oh, what a pass. And the finish! Ah. Oh. We're through, lads. Messi. Gavardiel. Yeah, exactly, Stefan. It's the same with the Fortress and the phenomenal finishing.
Number 42. Number 5. Lionel Messi. On the field.
It doesn't show any visual thing on the cards at all. Like, and it never did. It's just a playstyle boost.
Number 9. Neymar. Substitutions taking place.
Ah, nearly touched it. Man, is this guy... Connections after taking a serious dip here, man. Oh, will you stop, will you? Jesus, I don't know, man. Go on, Kimmich, boy. God, man. What a save. But my God, it's so bad, man. I got Mr. Helmet. Oh, man, I used check in one of the games in the co-op, and he was desperate, man. He was desperate. Go on, Casillas. Good lad. Oh, don't let him in now. Go on, King. That'll do. Robbie will chase. Robbie will chase. Take me off him.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Ah, man, seriously. What is going on with this connection? Holy God. We're all debated out today, lads. I actually feel tired. I feel like I'm after running a bit of a marathon, man. A word marathon. We'll do some co-op after this because I want to chill out. He's off. I feel like the only advantage for a player with super is to change the team momentum, aka script. It doesn't feel like the change of a player's abilities. Well, it doesn't define the player abilities, if that's what you mean. Yeah, it doesn't actually say this changes, that changes, whatever changes. Oh, that's a naughty little ball there. Oh my God, man! Did you just see that? Robbie Keane. Holy God, lads! Just walks past him. What is that? GG though, lads. We get up, beating a Division 3 guy. That was a strange game, I'll be honest. Alright, we're up to Division 4, lads. That's what we like to see. Alright. Co-op it is, lads. Co-op it is. If there is any club legends, I'm not too sure if Lucas is still here. If you are, Laza, or any of the club legends that want to play. I know John needed to play. So John, if you're in the chat from last day, I will message you here on Discord. Where are you? Let me know if Laza's around as well as a club legend. Playstyles, welcome back, bro. Compatibility is described by Playstyles go with range of positions. That's what I mean. Casillas and Donna both on up form. Who are you going to start, lad? Lads, to be honest with you, having played with both, I'm definitely still in Camp Donna. I just am. I'm just in Camp Donna, lads. Simple as that now. And I don't think that anyone will disagree with me. If you've played with Donna enough, he's just different gravy, man. He's just a different type of player, like. All right, lads. There is the match room. I'll send you the password on. Where are you? On Discord. John, let me know if you're here as well. So, lads, check your Discord for the password there. I'll get you in. Oh my God, man, my chat is after going all the way back to the first of it. Oh, man. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. I have chat open in both places. In OBS and on my studio. All right, I'm not too sure if Lucas is in. Just give me 2 seconds. John, if you're in, let me know as well. Lucas, I'm not too sure. I think Lucas said he was going off, lads. John Hermanson, have you got in, man? I sent you the password on Discord, John. Alright, let me just start out the room, lads. I'll catch up with the chat again. I finally got a new camera there. See the air light there, lads? I got a new camera today. The air light. The Elgato. Look. Finally. I need to set it up, though. All right, John, you're in, are you? Let me know if you're in, John, if that's you. Should be anyway. I sent you. You're the only one that has the message. Okay, perfect. So I'll open I'll take off the password, okay? Now that we're in. So it's free after that, lads, whoever wants to come in. I'm just going to go down and get a quick drink, and we'll be back then in a minute, all right? $10-minute match. Penalties on. Good. Good. Sub intervals 2. There's no password, lads. It's just an open match room once the lads are in. Club Legends and El Presidente, as a member perk on the YouTube when they sign up as a member perk, they get early access into their match room if they want. Joey Shore, there is a PlayStation co-op section on Discord, man. And the Discord is here. Yeah, Lucas has gone off as well, lads. He said to say hello to the chat, but he's gone off for a bit and chilling. So he just said hello and enjoy the matches, enjoy the memberships again. Thank you to Lucas. He donated 10 memberships today, 5-pack and a 5-pack. Knockcret, Sijan Tree, David Hart, Adcad, Playstyles, Kim Van, Crazy, Truden, and Shotaz. And Ahmed signed up as a club legend as well. Darren, there's no password for this, bro. It's just an open match. But I will be doing another one. E1, welcome in, bro. Unable to start. Okay. Alright, lads, I don't know what happened there. Let me just see here again. All right, when this starts and the team goes in, I'll just go down for a quick pee. All right, here we go. All right, no collar for us, lads. Anyone can join the next game, lads. No, I'll just get rid of 3 people out of the group, and we'll go from there. E1, you're like Usain Bolt, man, with that speed. Stuart, welcome in, bro. No crack. We played some divisions. We didn't open any packs, but we played some divisions. We chilled out, and we're just going to round off the stream with maybe 2 co-op games. Maybe 3, depending on my mood. All right, let me read this chat again here, Playstyles. That's all the info is sharing. The compatibility towards position. You will only find prolific. It doesn't mean. Yeah, we did kind of talk about everything on it. I think because it's not defined, just to kind of end the whole debate about it, because it's not defined, it is your interpretation as to when it's active and when it's not activated, because it doesn't say activated, deactivated, it just says compatible. So whatever you define that word to be, that is it. Darren, the password wasn't shared on Discord, man. The lads that we're playing with here, John and Laza, they're signed up to play co-op with me as a membership bonus on the YouTube members thing. So you've got members, you've got subscribers, and then you've got like other tiered memberships that you can sign up for if you want. eFootball is decent, man. I do enjoy it. Like, we had a rough day of it today, but maybe I'll change when eFootball 24 comes out and the grind and the race to Division 1 will be on to say that you're a beast player. But for me, it's all just about crack now. You know, I don't take it too serious. I'll need to go for a pee in a second, lads. No huge cracks today. We just got one beastly goal with Eze. I don't have Adriano on this account, unfortunately, but we will be back with our beastly squad. I might try stream tomorrow. I'll see, because I'm actually working late tonight. I'm not back in work till 6 tonight, but I'm working late. I have meetings all like from 6 p.m. to like 10. And the same tomorrow. So I'm actually off tomorrow as well. So I might do a little stream tomorrow with my main squad if I'm feeling up for it. 1 second now, lads. I just need to plug this in. All right, let's go. Come on, no tricks, no tricks. Come on. Keep it simple, boys. That's better. Nice, Laza. Lovely. Oof. Peter, yeah, we did talk about it a little bit during it, man. Listen, man, the way the game is at the moment, if you're struggling, I would definitely change to a formation like this. Players don't really matter. If you got a 3-5-2, it's extremely, extremely good at the moment. But the thing is, possession and out wide is very much gone with the last patch. All right, Laza, relax, man. It's all good, baby. Nice. 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 There's that little catch-up again. Under pressure. Could have been 1-0, lads. Oh, lovely. Oof. That was a weird pass. I blame you, Laza. Great ball. That's a super ball, actually. I'm keeper, if you need me. What a pass. Big switch on, lads. He won. Like, if Collar was to race you now, with all honesty, right, and I don't want to upset your feelings, okay? Collar would have beat you, gone home, cooked the dinner, had a fight with the missus, met up, gave her a good scene to, and you still wouldn't be over the finish line. Come on. Don't be talking reckless now. There's a lovely goal. Trying to do international challenge, and it's just one guy that's playing, and he's extremely annoying. The challenge events, man, are so hard to win sometimes. JBE, if you're looking to play a left and right midfielder, I would probably say you either need to decide whether you want a cut-in player. Danny, you wouldn't pass your mother now. Come on. Seriously, man. You either need to decide what to pass. You either need to decide whether to play as a passing... I don't know how that got through, lads. You need to decide, if you're playing a left and right midfielder, you either need to decide whether you want a passing option or you want a cut-in dribble type player, or else a passing defensive player. So for me, if I'm using Llorente is kind of like a box-to-box midfielder on the right flank that I can use manually and cut in. Well, long ball counter is probably the most ideal one at the moment because they don't use they don't use that. They don't use the way that the defense works in it. They don't leave gaps. Lovely. Oh, just took it off my foot. It was going out wide otherwise. No, Schneider, one of the best passers in the game, gives that dirty one. Daniel, I already have a full video up on that, bro. And I have a training guide up on Declan Rice as well. Danny boy, seriously, man, you would not pass your mother, would you? You wouldn't pass your mother. You wouldn't pass the salt to your mother on Christmas Day. Come on now, man. Oh, man, I pressed the button there. What the hell? That's karma for giving out. If Danny Boy was sitting down at Christmas Day eating his dinner and his granny said, "Will you pass the salt?" He'd be like, no, 1 second. 1 second. I want to take an extra touch in the salt. It's fact. Oh, what a touch. But Laza reads it all day. It's a great pass, lads. Look at that for a spread. Vieira. A lovely spread again. Flicky. Don't be off now. Yeah. What a pass. It's a weird game, lads. It's kind of... There's a weird kind of flow to it. Maybe it's connection based, man. My connection actually feels fine, to be fair. Thankfully. Nice, that's beautiful. Oh, lucky. Oh, lads, we're so open at the back with that back three, lads. It's Van Dijk now and the lack of pace. No fouls, no fouls. I'm in there. Good defending. Brilliant defending. Still finds its way through, though. Yeah, it's very chaotic, man. It's extremely chaotic. Like, I'm having a stinker of a day, but it's just super chaotic. Actually, 2 seconds. I'll just get a drink, lads. And I need to go pee. Oh, will I have time in 50 seconds? No, I won't. I'll have to hold it, lads. That's what she said. I will have to hold it, though. I'll probably play one more co-op and then I need to go. That's the Discord, lads. I forgot to pin it. If anyone wants to join up. Yeah, I mean that's like the meta stuff like is always very popular because people want to win games. That's what it comes down to. I mean, I think it's all about depending on how you want to play. Like I did a video where I talked about like meta players and like why people play that certain way, and very plainly, it's all about just keeping the central play as free flowing as possible. Keep everything central. Because when you pass out wide, you kind of lose that zip from the attacking options. Oh, beautiful, Laza. If you can isolate the central areas of the pitch and turn over players in possession, that's what it's all about. Then it just comes down to skill. I've got to Division 1 using out wide. I've got to Division 1 using possession. I've got to Division 1 using a standard team. I've got to Division 1 using an unbelievable squad. It like obviously skill level comes into it, but there is a definite path to scoring more goals, conceding less goals, and dominating more players. And long ball counter and quick counter have been that for months and months and months and months and months and months and months. Knock back. Oh. Great ball. We're piling on the pressure. Lucky Laza, it's a great idea. Oh, Magico. Oh. Playing some vintage passing football now. Ah, hate that, man. Yeah, because if you play possession, before when you play possession, you really have to get lucky, and you really have to like overload the right side or the left side of the pitch to get crosses in. But even at that, if you put it perfectly on a player's dome, like they'll hit the post, the goalkeeper will make a really good save, they'll miss chances. It's just not rewarded, that type of possession play style. And it's the same with holding 70% possession. Yes, you can do it, and yes, you can frustrate players into making mistakes and pressing space, but 9 times out of 10, the goals you're going to score are going to be coming from a central area. Legendary AI, yeah, they're tough to break down. I think my most fun when the game was like V1.4. He's class, isn't he, Laza? Yeah, he's amazing.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 20. Camisa 9.
I was hitting Venom, lads.
Camisa 3.
Oh, no. Lovely.
Deixando o campo para a entrada de Camisa 13. Camisa 21.
See, I think at the moment, like with the interceptions and the fact that it's kind of mosh pitty, I think the problem would be that if you were to like free up the passing a little bit you would, like, there would be, like, most games would have, like, about 5-6 goals. Ah, Jesus. JB, I have a video up on it, man. I have a video up there. I can link you, or else you can just search my YouTube and see it. And it goes pretty much through everything about the meta. It's pretty easy to get your head around it. I'll try to link it here for you, man, while there's a break into play. You will concede goals with quick counter, 100%. No, oh no, sorry, no, that's not it. That's not it. Sorry, 1 sec. Here. I have an anti-meta coming as well. I'm just waiting on a few bits and pieces to bring. I'm going to pop this, lads, if it's me. Yeah. Anchorman DMF is key, yeah. Box-to-box CMF. Barcelona-style AMF. What I mean by a Barcelona-style AMF is somebody that is very comfortable on the ball. Oh, that was a pass! Would you believe it? Good header. See, in fairness, the gameplay has been like this for a long time. But the difference is that there was a lot of freedom in the game before. So that if you got on top of somebody, you could actually beat them like 5-6-0 if you got on top of them. Oh, 4-on-1. Go on, Lazza. I wasn't expecting that. Oh! What was that? One, Manny. In the earlier versions of the game, like, they definitely had that freed up quite a bit. So that if you got on top of somebody... Oh! Messi! Bison, what's your reply? What am I replying to? I don't see any messages from you, man.
Foram indicados 4 minutos de acréscimo.
There are, I reckon what's going to happen with eFootball 24, I reckon they're going to change a lot of stuff to the gameplay. It's just my opinion, lads. As I said, when I have news, I will share it. But, yeah, I reckon that, yeah, you're going to be surprised with some of the stuff coming. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say. GG, boys. GG's. Kind of got on the run there with the attacking options. It was a serious team, man. Oh, I really pulled it back in the second half, boy. GG, boys. GG. All right, Laza, if you want to play one more, John, if you want to play one more, stay there. And I'm going to get 3 more players in. So GG, boys. I'm going to kick you like Collar kicks his mistresses from the bed. GG, Danny. All right, 2 more, lads. Terra, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's going to be like my connection has been bad today, to be fair. Okay, here we go, lads. Because I have to go after this one. So we'll get in. Now I'm just going to go for a quick drink, lads, and I'll be back in a sec. All right, let's get it. See you later, Malt. Thanks for the game, man. All right, let's go. Yeah, Classic 10 doesn't really work in the game. I think they need to just kind of fix a couple of things that... I won't say that they're like broken or anything like that, but there's certain things in the game that just do not work, man. I like Isaac, yeah. Andrew, you can always play, man. There's no problem. Daniel, I reckon that it'll probably drop around August, September time. Within those 3 months, 3 weeks. You know, mid-August to early September. Stefan, I actually did 2 videos on the new EA FC stuff. I don't know how they're going to balance that, realistically. I like the idea behind it, let's be honest. I mean, anything that you can make more inclusive, I know people will say, you know, like, certain things about that, but I do like that they will make things more, inclusive. No, because, like, I have girlfriends that play FIFA, and it's nice for them to be able to play with their favourite players and stuff as well. But I just don't know how they're going to balance it. 2 seconds,
everybody, and welcome to today's match.
All right, we're ready for rock and roll. I'm going to go in hard on Laza first game up. Come on now, John and BGG. It's beast. That's it, boys. Go in hard if you're going in. Lovely. Good tackle. All right, unlucky, unlucky. Lovely idea. I'm in the gap. I'm in the gap. Unlucky, unlucky. Andrew, I would say that the game at the moment, the collisions have gone really like hard to judge. So it's not just like co-op. Ooh, good tackle. Oh! Laza mid bits ya. Oh, Laza, what? If I had scored that, I was going to frame that. All right, it's 2 seconds. I'll get a couple of messages. There's a couple of lengthy ones in. I'll read. Oh, bad pass. Unlucky. Oh, man, what kind of a pass was that, in fairness? Oh, man, it's so chaotic. No idea. I haven't played it, but listen. I am going to give it a good try. I'll be honest, because at the end of the day, if I can enjoy something, I'll enjoy it. But for me, I just think eFootball, as frustrating as it always is, it does kind of scratch that itch for me. And quitting the game is frustrating when I'm one game to my glory, and Konami brings you the best player. It's outrageous. Yeah, I mean if you're going to Division 1, it's a different game, man. Oh, what a save! Unlucky, boys. Peter, I'm done with the game. 2 matches, same bullshit, no fun. Not sticking with it. We'll wait for an update. We'll press. Not for me. Tackling from behind. Yeah, the tackling, Peter, is extraordinarily bad at the moment. I don't like. Listen, man, it's a very tough one, right? Because the game, I feel at the moment, great goal. What a fantastic goal. The game at the moment is literally all about countering, turning over in possession. If you want to see what works in the game, you watch this co-op, right? Watch how we concede a goal, watch how we score a goal. If you don't pass the ball the minute that you get it, or else you pass the ball to the wrong option, or you pass it too late, or you pass it too early, or you hold on to the ball a bit too long, the game just closes you down. Like you see there, that's my mistake. You know? And sometimes the game makes you look like a noob, like you don't know what you're doing with the play. Because the game is just built that way. That's a serious ball. The game makes you look like a noob, where it's like, oh, you know, why didn't you pass there? And it's like, well, I did try pass there, but the player closed me down quicker than I was able to, you know, press the button. There's another example there, man. Did you just see that there? I manually switched to the goalkeeper and it took me off the goalkeeper. Did you just see that? Did you just see that there? Watch. Watch this. Watch this. And it's like, well, I did try pass there, but the player closed me down quicker than I was able to, you know, press the button. I manually switched, took me off him. There is no competition for me. I mean, look, EA is not going to be for everybody, the same way as it's not been for everybody over the last couple of years. Sorry, lads. My head is kind of gone now, to be fair. Oh, what a goal. Sorry, boys. My head is kind of gone. I'm kind of just sick of it after that. You can win the ball 4 or 5 times and still not come away with the ball. Yeah, man, it is. The problem I think I have with this game, most so, is summed up in co-op. Because you get to see the real flaws of the game. If you take it serious, you know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't really get so frustrated, like, at all as before. Because before, it's kind of like a thing where it's like, I'm pumping in all these hours, you know, I'm getting to Division 1, and then the phase is reset, and I want to get back to Division 1. And once you get into that cycle, it does become frustrating when you start losing games. You know, instead of just kind of, when I'm streaming now, I know no matter how good I play, and no matter how much I do on the pitch, I am going to get a match or two where I literally am going to get screwed. And once you can kind of accept that, the game becomes a way funner experience because you're playing with players that, you know, you're not playing the meta style play. You're playing a bit like a bit of crack. Good save. I'm at GG, bro. As I said, lads, I probably will hopefully stream tomorrow as well. No, you can't play possession at the moment. Like, I've got to Division 1 with possession before, and it's literally, you know, you'd nearly want to be having a bat in antiperspirant, lads, with the sweat that you need to do. GG, the boys.
Hello, attendees. This is a lost children's announcement with the father of a boy in a blue hat.
You'll always have things that will work and things that won't work. That's simply what happens in the game. And if you don't want to use what works in the game, if you don't want to play Call of Duty and use the most powerful guns before they patch them or whatever, if you want to use the most powerful guns, you'll stand a chance. If you don't want to use them, you're not going to be rewarded for using something else. That's just the way it is, man. Yeah, John, don't worry, man. Don't worry. Look, to be honest, I gave 2 goals away, lads. I called the goalkeeper out for one of them and I gave the pass for the second one. But what a finish from Laza with that beautiful curled shot. Stunning shot. Bergkamp isn't too bad. Ooh. Nice. Boys are taking sympathy on us, I think. Oh, man, it's... Nice ball. Ah, man, I was trying to get that run in there. Yeah, I'm actually going to be doing a video on that man of the match stuff, lads. I think I'll have it out tomorrow. I mean, it looks interesting. I'd always give something one good chance. And if it's not any good, then I'd leave it. Oh. Bergkamp is only good if you use him properly, you know? If you use him as a proper deep line playmaker, he's a beast. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that man of the match thing. Man, I'm auto-cancelling that. Like, how many times do I auto-cancel in the game? It's just not working in this game, this match, for whatever reason. Nah, the problem with going 11v11 is connection. And that's the problem with any online game going forward is connection-based. Genuinely. Because if you have 11 players playing versus 11 players, right?
The attempt.
It's all connection based, unless if you've got dedicated servers, yeah. But like, if Konami were to go that route, then that's going to be something that they definitely need to do. And the other thing is making gameplay proficient in a 1v1 experience compared to a 3v3 or a 2v2. Like, it's vastly different games. You have to, Oregon. You do, man. Tywin, I used to do that before when you just needed, remember the scoring goals challenge? Oh, that's beautiful. Ah, unlucky. Abhishek, welcome in, bro. Welcome in. I can appreciate your point about first-person shooter games, but in a football game with 5 distinct playstyles that only 2 were possession used to work, but now it's back to the dark days. It should not be this way. Oh, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be this way. I'm not saying that it should be or shouldn't be this way. I'm saying that that's just the way it is, man. I'm not saying that I agree or disagree with it. But that is the way it is. I mean, if you are in a position where something works in the game and you don't want to use that for whatever reason, including me, I don't play that way either. You are at a disadvantage, you know? It's just as simple as that. You are at a disadvantage. Especially if you're in a position of... especially if you're in a situation where, like, at the moment with long ball counter and quick counter, long ball counter, if you're struggling to concede goals, right? Long ball counter just lets you basically, like, the game defends for you as it is, right? The game defends for you in terms of like the contextual stuff, right, Peter? But defensively, man, I'm trying to auto cancel that. Defensively, the game is just suited to long ball counter at the moment in terms of the possession playstyle not working. Because possession playstyle, no matter what you do with the individual instructions, the players always go high up the pitch. And before the last couple of updates, that wasn't the case. You could manually use a lot of them. Like where you could play out wide or you could play possession. You could do a lot of stuff in the game that like didn't really... What am I trying to say? You could do a lot of stuff in the game, right, that could circumvent the meta, so to speak. But now, I think for the last couple of weeks, the meta has really been streamlined into getting, you know, very aggressive players that are able to win the ball back for you when you don't have the ball and cover gaps for you. Look at this, man. Jesus Christ. Jiggle, jiggle. And if you look at the breakdown of it, it's, you know, if you're able to beat the press and you're able to beat the automated stuff, oh, that's fantastic, Laza. Can he finish? Oh, Lazzy, you got too horny for it. Peno! No. We're getting spanked, lads. We're getting spanked. Oh, free from back there. It's a free from back there, Laza. Man. What is Donna doing in goals, like? Why is he acting that way? I still made the save. But just look at this for animation here. Look at this. I'll show you in a second, lads. Alright, I'll show you now. Look at this. From Donna, signing goals. What, like, what kind of animation is this? Man, it's like as if he doesn't know the ball is there. Oh, that's a brilliant play, lads. GG, boys. And I'm not saying that there isn't different ways to play the game. Apologies, lads. I was completely checked out with that one. Completely checked out with that one. I'll show you, right? I'll show you very simply here with the formational setup, right? I'll show you very easy. GG's, boys. GG's, Laza. When you have a system, right? And I'll just show you very, very, very quickly here, right? If you go into Dream Team here before we see out this event, or we see out this, we're playing against the AI here, right? I'm going to show you something very, very quickly, right? If I'm playing with this squad here, okay? I want to show you something very quickly. If I'm playing this narrow defensively, right? Against the AI on Legend. Watch this, okay? I'll just show you something very easy. Does playing LBC make you suffer in the midfield a lot? I feel like opponent gets away with all kinds of passes and there's less pressure as opposed to quick counter or possession. Well, I mean, long ball counter, right? Long ball counter, when you look here at the team playstyle, the only thing you need to really consider with long ball counter and why it's meta is this here, the player movement when defending. Players form a deep sitting defensive line near the goal and defend from there, right? So I'm going to just show you here in real time, right, how the AI sets up for when I'm playing against a Legend AI, right? Different formations have different things. Right, so I'm just going to show you this, and I'm just going to boot the ball forward, right? And give them back possession. Right. Now watch the setup when this play resets, right? Oh, of course it goes into it. Of course it goes into this. Watch this. Now, when he kicks this ball out, watch the setup here, right? When we go into a different camera. Right. You see where my defensive players are here in this midfield, right? Now that's a bad example. That's a bad example because I want the play to reset. I don't want them taking a quick one or the quick reset. So give me just 2 seconds and I'll try and reset it here. Come on, give a free. Yeah, there we go. Yellow card me. Don't give a shit. Right. I need the ball to be like in the other area of the pitch. Even if I go attacking here, right? And I'm attacking, when I clear this ball, watch what happens. When I get the counter. Yes, I'm attacking, but when I lose the ball here, I'll try and score, because that'll make them even more horny. Right, there I get a free. When I lose the ball here from a quick counter, you will see the coverage that they give me, even though I'm attacking. Oh, we might as well try and win this challenge. Ah, you dirtbag. Alright. Give him back the ball. Oh, my days. I want to give them back possession. Sorry, boys. This is more complicated than I thought. Alright. In transition in defense, right? When I give them the ball here. Now, watch this. Right? Watch this. I'm not doing anything here now. This is just against the Legend AI. I'm not going to press. I'm not going to press the ball back. Just watch. Now, I want to win the ball back, and then I want to give it back to him on the counter. There we go. Right, that's a perfect example now. Watch this. Watch where my positioning is on the players here. Okay? So watch the licks and watch my tree. When I lose the ball, right, from going from attack to defense, they're in the middle of the pitch here, right? They're in the middle. You can say that the furthest one back is still halfway up the pitch, right? But by the time they get the ball back, even if I let them, I'm not touching anything here. Look, I'm not doing anything here, but watch how defensive my team becomes in the middle. Right? This is what I'm talking about the whole time. It's very hard to see it when you're playing against the Legend AI, but it's how they target the defense. Watch the runs here that Gavardiel makes. Look, I'm actually keeping him up. And that becomes what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we break again. With the long ball counter, when you lose the ball like that, compared to other formations, the players don't get out as rapidly to make direct runs. Now, yeah, you could circumvent it a bit, and you can obviously, go from like attack to defense very easily. But the problem is, right, when you're playing against the AI and they lose the ball, they're not as aggressive going forward. So even if they start pumping balls forward and they've got like a 2-man backline or a 3-man backline, and I bring the ball forward, when they get possession, they're still not able to break that line down. Even if I give them the ball back multiple times, they still won't be able to break that down. Look how defensive I'm gone without any input there. And I can just win the ball back with my chaser. Now, right, on the flip side, if I change this, it's going to be difficult to show you this, right? But if I change this to possession game, and possession game is when defending keep a high defensive line to put pressure on the opponent from the front lines, right? I'm just going to reset this ball here if I can. I'm going to reset this ball here now, right? I'm still attacking now, mind. I'm still attacking. But watch what happens, the difference with the players. Even though I'm defensively there. Right, defensively, can you see any difference there? Even though I'm playing a different playstyle. Answers down below. Can you see a difference there in anything that happened there? Answers on the postcard. Defensively, when the ball comes into the box. Right? Before I kind of explain it, because it's hard to see. I'm not saying that. Okay, ignore that. I want to reset the play again and go from me having the ball to a counter attack, right? Because it looks very similar. Same moves, same possession. Right, we lose the ball again. I'm going to chase here with my Caicedo. Do you see the difference that's happening? Straight away. Number one, the AI have gotten way more aggressive going forward with the ball because they know I'm playing possession. That's why they've gone aggressive. They know that my deep line isn't going to be as deep, even though the players are still there. The players are still there, right? Here's another example. Counter. Big chance on for me here. I'm going to practically walk it in. Now I lose possession. I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've pretty much got all my team up. So you don't see it. Like, it's very, very, very small against the AI. But what the AI do is they're obviously like calculating, which whatever way the game is designed, they're calculating the direct route to goal, the quickest route for them to goal. So if they stay passing at the back when you're playing long ball counter, it's because they don't think that there's an option on. Even though my players are tracking, they get way more streamlined in what they're trying to do when you don't have long ball quick counter. Now it's hard to showcase it in like 5 minutes. I might do a video on it. And to be honest with you, it's not like it's game changing or anything like that. You can still play possession and you can still create chances and stuff. That's not what I'm trying to say here, that it's like, oh, look at this long ball counter. Like, if you're not playing this, you literally can't win games. But it's just the way that the AI is that when the AI see a weakness when you're playing other formations and tactical setups than long ball or quick counter, the AI actually makes different runs based on that. That's basically what it is. Everything is just more kind of like, yeah, empty is probably the best way of using it, even though it's not the most accurate. But like, when you lose possession here, even though you've got the same players in the same positions and the same areas of the pitch, it just looks defensively less solid than LBC. It's hard to put your finger on it, but that's it. And I think that when you have like blockers and interception players in your squad, even though I've got all my players back here, right? And my sitting midfielder is still there. If you look at the radar, my sitting midfielder is there. I'm going to chase. You can see how streamlined they make their passes, like, and how directed they go. Now, you would see a better example if I was to play somebody one-on-one and set up like this. But you can see that their whole idea is to try and play the ball through the middle. That's it doesn't matter what play style that you have. Like, everything is centralized, no matter what play style that you set up. Yeah, playstyle proficiency is a good idea, but I don't think that they really thought it out, because, you know, every manager can play that way, you know. And again, you'll see this cross is going to go in before I cut him down. See, and it'll go in again. It's like they're trying to, no matter what, they're trying to centralize the play. Even if I give it to them out here in a position out wide, they'll try centralize it. So as I've always said, when I'm testing things out, there is a lot of different things I do that most people don't do to test things out. So I know what I'm obviously talking about, that I'm not streaming talking nonsense, you know what I mean, or talking shite. Because you could have 10 people and 9 of the people will have different opinions, but there is stuff that is factually based on it. Yes, you can have an opinion and you can have a different perspective on it. And it's like what we go back to with the playstyles Lucas debate earlier, where it's like, oh, well, it doesn't define, you know, when it activates and deactivates. And then it becomes a case of like, okay, well, here's the actual factual definition of it, and then what's your interpretation of that? But then there's also stuff that from testing you can see what works and what doesn't, even if you can't put your finger on it, and even if you visually can't see it, if that makes sense. And that's why you always know, if you, like, when I watch people, I always know if somebody knows what they're talking about or if they don't know what they're talking about. That's why you always know, because there's certain patterns and certain things that change with each patch that, you know, I would test. And it's not saying that my knowledge is far superior than anybody else or anything like that, but you can always tell what works in the game with certain tests. And it's not like a hidden, like, rocket science or anything, but there is certain things that work in the game, and if you're able to master those and be good on the pads and have a really good, strong, dominant team set up and have a really good, you know, couple of players that are meta, or whatever word you want to use, overpowered, whatever, you'll make hay. You know, you'll make hay. Because it doesn't really matter what playstyle that you set up if you're playing quick passing. Like, as I said, my team playstyle is 70 there. Now, yes, I am playing against Qatar, right? And they're playing, you know, a really solid back five. But look, when I change to individual, or when I change to out wide, when attacking, it says the players will focus on attacking from the sides and crossing the ball for a winning shot, right? With my formation and playing out wide, you would kind of say, right, I'm going to score more chances from headers. I'm going to have players cutting in from deep. But chances are is that when we actually break the ball out, we're still going to be set up. Look at my players when I, like, use my left midfielder, Alex Grimaldo. Look at my defenders still operating through that central position. The only difference will be the actual players that are setting up from an AI point of view. And it's the same as this. Like, some people will say, like, oh, if you don't play long ball, quick counter, but you play meta, like, there's two different sides to it, right? Meta is a mixture, and if you haven't missed that video, meta is a mixture of things that work in the game, using powerful players in their position and playing very quick, rapid passes to make the responsive a non-issue for you, so that you don't have to respond to anything because you're getting the ball rid of. You don't have to dribble. You streamline your passages of play. You streamline your passing. You streamline everything that you're doing on the pitch to do it as quickly as possible so that your opponent can't react. But you can play quick touch passing and meta style, like, no matter what play style that you use. Like, this is all meta style. One touch passing, taking as little time on the ball as possible. And then you round that up also with players that are really strong on the ball. One touch pass. But again, like, this is all meta stuff. Even though I'm playing out wide, this is all one touch meta stuff. Look, doesn't matter if it works or not. That's kind of how people like to play. Don't hold on to the ball at all. Manual is very fast, man. Very, very hard.
Substituição em andamento.
The only thing is with long ball counter, right? If you change long ball counter here with this formation, obviously my team playstyle as well. There's lots of different factors that, you know, this is just a really rough introduction to it, right? But the difference between the long ball counter, the way that it's balanced at the moment, is when the players don't have the ball. That's the big thing. Like, you can still go out wide manually, but the player's movement is different out wide than it does, or is different with long ball counter than it is with other playstyles. Yeah, I got spanked before on live stream. Now, the connection was pretty bad, but I got spanked by a Fuma guy before. I think he only beat me 1-0, and it was a lucky goal, like, but he did beat me, and, you know, he outplayed me. Like, he was really good at the game. Like, there was no doubt about it. But, like, you can just see the difference in the breakdown and the chances that they create. And it's the eye creating it, where it's like, oh, that's a brilliant goal. What passing, what movement. And it's like, the game makes you look like an all-star when the game plays like that for you, with the movement. Look at that run from Robbie Keane in there. Like, I'm not triggering that. I'm just waiting on the player to make that run so I can slip it inside to him. So, you know, then it becomes a theory. Like, it becomes a theory of, well, if I'm playing out wide, can I create chances like that? Yes, you can, but the long ball counter, like, gives you more opportunities for that, if that makes sense. It's 120 on Xbox, isn't it? Or, yeah, on Xbox. It's just all about the counters. If you're able to dominate, the only thing I would say with quick counter is that the players are sometimes, they do kind of have weird movement. Like, it's taken me a long time and I'm still not used to it. The players kind of make runs in behind the opposition. So if you're not used to that, I'm used to playing out wide and possession quite a lot. So the players kind of come deep and more kind of possession based. That can be very difficult. But if you're able to quicken up the play as best as you possibly can,
3 minutos de acréscimo.
you can make a lot of hay, lads. Genuinely. You can cook with this long ball counter style setup. Because it's so central. Everything just becomes so central that it's all about just getting that break, getting that interception, chasing, hassling. It just kind of automates where you run on the pitch, how you defend, how you press. See? I'm still after winning that ball nearly back. And it's game. I haven't pre-ordered it, Alex. No, I'm going to wait and see. Have you, man? I haven't, because listen, I would give everything a go, but if I'm going to do content on something and I'm going to sit down for 4 hours, 5 hours streaming, or do, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours of research and content on it, like creating, editing, all that, like, I have to have some base of enjoyment with it. And if EAFC does that, great. If it doesn't, then, you know, it's not going to be for me, but I will give it a go. All right, lads, we're going to end this stream with one banger spin. Do you want me to go English League? Do you want me to go Encore? Or do you want me to go one of these? This is our free to play. So anyone that we have here is going to be probably an upgrade. Yeah, I haven't played FIFA properly since FIFA 16. I played a bit of FIFA 20 with friends, but I actually will need to sit down, and I'm going to give it 20, 30, 40 hours of sitting down over the course of a month or two and give it a good proper go, you know, without discounting it. But if it's not for me in the first 4 or 5 hours and testing some things and movement and stuff, it's not fun for me. I won't play it. I don't care, man. Yeah, but I agree with you, Alex, man. I definitely want to see gameplay, bro. All right, we going English? Yeah, I haven't played FIFA in years. Genuinely, I haven't. All right, let's go. Round after stream. Round after stream. 5-star. Yes. That's a good start. That's a great start, lads. Trippier, not bad. Not bad. We'll take it, man. It's not a huge upgrade. We can play him right mid. Early crosser, pinpoint, unwavering. Not bad. All right, lads, that is it. If you haven't liked the stream, please do. It does help out. We're at 78 likes. If you get up to 80 even, that would be huge. But yeah, well, maybe not 40 hours, Abhishek. Maybe not 40. We'll see, man. We'll see. That's a lot of Dream Team we could be playing and content we could be doing. I did like Volta, though. I played a bit of Volta before. But yeah, if you aren't subscribed as well, lads, make sure you do. I have another video coming up later that has been asked about quite a lot. I also have my anti-meta video coming up. A load of people asking me about that. It's kind of fighting fire with fire. So if you are struggling against the meta, I do have a brand new kind of video coming out on that. We will be back hopefully tomorrow. We're going to do our first Tuesday stream in a long, long time. Probably be from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. But I do have meetings tomorrow, so we'll see what way it goes. But I'm working meetings the next 2 nights. Or I have meetings the next 2 nights. So I'm hopefully going to get on tomorrow and do a stream. I also have a video dropping with Pezep Seppo, Twitch legend over on Twitch. I will drop his link. So it's like the video I did with Alex with the tier list. I have a legend tier list coming with Sep. So Sep's going to have part 2. I'm going to have part 1. So it'll be like a split between both channels. That's a tier list on the 73 legends in the game. And then we're going to have an epic tier list as well, and I'll have another guest on for that. We have the anti-meta video, and then we're going to be starting to do players and different type of different lists and stuff. And then look, I'm expecting news on eFootball 24 soon, so hopefully we keep the kind of the momentum going. I still have to do the giveaway. We still have to do the tournament. It's just time, man. I need to set up my new stream stuff as well. So yeah. Appreciate everyone checking me out. I will be back tomorrow for a cheeky little 2-hour stream. We'll do divisions on our main account. Probably a little bit of co-op. We need to get back after that 6-0 drubbing. So apologies for that one, lads. I was totally out of game. But anyway, that is it, lads. We're going to have stream today, tomorrow, break Wednesday, and then Thursday hype stream, Friday stream, and yeah, 4 streams this week, hopefully. So that is it for me. I'll be back in a bit, lads. And yeah, peace.